Yeah, no, I don't believe in icons. I don't believe in personalities. I believe that peace lies beyond personality, beyond invention and disguise, beyond the red S that you wear on your chest that makes bullets bounce off. We don't matter. We don't matter.
Always some shit going down, but I don't know how to start this. Hopefully this cognac improve my mood a little bit.
Yeah, we talking about death. Black death.
But we back in the original dojo.
We back.
Shout out to G Studio. But this is the Three Ninjas Podcast. Anime analysis by African Americans. Comic book commentary by coloreds. Movie reviews for me and you, your mama and your cousin too. As usual, I go by the name of Domino, aka Full Metal Smackovich, aka Womb Raider.
You chronic smoking, Oreo cookie eating, pickle juice drinking,
aka Gasly, use Mega Kick, aka Luke Bage, aka Deadass Pool, aka Clarence from Cranbrook, Dreddy Kruger, Optimus Rhyme, Ghost in a Half Shell, Ninja Scroll and Chill, and R2D2 motherfucking Chains. And as usual, I am joined by
Hess Jones, aka the African Samurai, aka Black Blastoise Hydro Pumping Your Bitch, aka North End Naruto, aka Ash Killer Cam Ketchum, aka the Debbie Cake Destroyer, aka Yajirobe, aka Heshbaka, aka Mace Wind Durag.
You know what I got underneath this do-rag?
What you got on the do-rag?
Another do-rag.
I think that's my favorite one.
Mace Durag.
Mace Wind Durag.
Yeah, I like that one.
That shit funny.
And I go by the name Bobby, aka Darth Hater, aka the Man of Skill, aka the Juggerthot.
Yeah, it's the Juggernaut, bitch!
Aka Bizarro Rondo, aka Super Saiyan Brohan, aka Roddy Piper, aka Nicolas Cage, aka Bastard Troy, aka Darkwing Cook.
Yo, this nigga wild.
Yo, Bobby Stu.
I ain't letting that go with happen.
You a nasty nigga.
I ain't do
You a
it.
different type of nigga.
But they offered,
Yeah, they did.
and you considered it.
Several times.
Just the mere fact that you got a face like that where niggas could come up to you and ask you
Yo,
shit like
nigga,
that.
yo,
That's wild.
I was offered to an orgy one time with a bunch of rich people, but I ain't go because I ain't want to be the only black nigga in there.
Yo, we need to hang out.
Yo, for real, I gotta go where the fuck you be at.
I'm trying to go to one of these.
Because I'm trying to fuck rich bitches.
The internet.
It is out. Yeah, okay.
The internet, man.
I mean, I can't disagree with that statement. Like, that's true story.
It's a wild word over here.
So how y'all niggas doing, man? How y'all week been? How's y'all? Matter of fact, happy belated Father's Day to everybody. I know Dominican Cal is the father. Bobby got kids. He got one kid that he know of, I think.
That he know of.
But how was your Father's Day, Bobby?
Nigga, honestly, I just want to be left alone.
But what did you wind up doing? Like your kid ain't draw, fucking shit.
Nah, she like 3.
No macaroni painting.
Nah, she just pestering me all day.
She made you a shoelace necklace or something.
Nah, she just pissed me off.
What the fuck did I do? I went to go see Incredibles. I went to go get a fucking pedicure with my daughter.
I seen that.
That's pretty much it. And niggas left me the fuck alone. Yeah, that was pretty much it. That's all I wanted to do.
Well, happy Father's Day to you non-pulling out ass niggas.
Yeah, my pull-out game is trit ass, yo. Yo, if she say she on a pill, still pull out anyway.
Nigga, that is so true.
Yo, dog.
Yo.
I hate bitches.
Let me guess, you wanted to pull out anyway, right?
I was going to, but it was like,
never mind. You ain't like me.
Nah, she didn't take it, and then she was like, "Oh, I thought it carried." I was like, "No, you gotta take this shit every day, bitch." Even I know that, and
wait
I don't pill.
Wait a minute. Oh no, so she got pregnant on purpose.
I mean,
because if she don't know how her own birth control works,
that's still under investigation. Because everybody got pregnant. Everybody got pregnant around the same time. Like everybody we knew, our friends and shit.
They made a pact.
They made a pact on my ass.
They made a pact. It was like, yo, we all getting pregnant.
I'm about to uppercut that bitch. Watch your Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Yo, Father's Day ain't shit, yo, because I didn't get nothing, yo. Like, you got to go get bitches like flowers and candy and take them out to nice, expensive places and shit. That bitch went and got me a razor from CVS.
Jesus Christ.
I
was like, yo, that's all I'm worth.
Couldn't even get a tie?
Yeah, right.
Like, you better lick the shaft and the balls. I'm not playing with
She
you.
got you the razor?
Yeah, no, she got me some type of like 5-in-1 or 8-in-1 joint where it was like, yo, this shit, it's wild. I don't know, but I needed it.
Yeah.
So I was mad appreciative. I was like, yo, you ain't spend no money or no thought on this, but I needed this.
But thank you.
Yeah, but thank you.
That was what
Thank you anyway.
I was about to say something wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This fucking Thank you. But let's see. SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and
Spotify. Motherfucker.
pull our motherfucking dick out. Spotify, this motherfucker.
Drop flex bombs on that bitch. Hit the air horn, gunshots. Boop, boop, boop.
So iHeartRadio, Spotify, 3 Ninjas Pod on Twitter, 3 Ninjas Podcast on Instagram, 3ninjaspodcast@gmail.com for any comments, questions, or concerns. Appreciate y'all for writing in the questions that y'all do. I hope everybody out there is good. Hope y'all in good spirits because this last week has been, for me, probably the most mentally exhausting, if not the most, one of the most mentally exhausting weeks I've had in my life. I don't know about y'all, but it was just filled with like depression and death and just so like from Saturday to Saturday, nothing but bad news, nigga. I ain't know what the fuck was going on. It was just too much shit. It started with some shit that happened locally, then XXX, then the other rapper Jimmy Wapo, then the ICE situation, then it was just a lot of shit. I just hope everybody in good spirits. I hope everybody good, man. Just keep y'all head up. If you in the Bronx, be safe out there. Summertime, that's when them bodies start adding up. Y'all niggas be safe out there. But yeah. My energy been fucked up all week, yo.
Yeah. I ain't posting like a month.
I
was all the way fucked up.
Taking a break.
You know what? I was gonna I didn't want to be gay and ask you yo, how you doing?
No. This is the thing, yo. I almost died.
What the fuck?
That's not funny, yo.
I know, but I'm just saying, I had a gum infection.
Like,
really?
Yeah, I had a gum infection. Because my wisdom teeth in the back, it's like cracked, right?
Did you know this?
So no. Nobody know this. So
Okay.
I'm just news to me, nigga.
Yo, I thought I was sleeping in the chat. I missed this shit.
Yo, I was eating a Subway sub, right? And the food gets caught
inside.
So I didn't brush my teeth that day. So the next day, shit just got worse. This was 2 weeks ago, to the point where my whole fucking jaw swelled up and shit like that. But the thing was, I think Yale tried to kill me because
sounds about right.
Because they gave me penicillin. I was like, wait, hold up, niggas don't got an STD, nigga. I got an infection in my fucking gums. I could die here. So they gave me penicillin. I was taking it, but the shit wasn't doing anything because they was giving me ibuprofen at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I don't feel shit, but the swelling ain't going down. What the fuck's going on? So I had to go to the dentist. Went to the dentist. These niggas told me to open my mouth. I was like,
Can't
they was
do
like,
it.
that's it. It's like, you need to see a specialist. I'm like, fuck, man. Then they gave me they gave me the prescription or whatever, the real shit, the Moxilin or whatever the fuck that shit is.
Yeah.
Yo, they gave me that shit, and after 2 days, that shit swelled down. But that shit feels so disgusting because you could see the juice and shit that's filling shit up. That shit is coming out the back of your tooth. That shit was crazy. So
you gotta get that shit pulled out.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah. And the nigga almost died. Seriously. If I would have let it, because I'm not the tough guy, but I'm like, yo, let me see how.
So you don't go to the doctor.
I'm not
like
I didn't die last night, so it must not be that bad. It can't be that bad until you find out. Oh no, it was that bad.
Yeah, but yo, that shit is the worst pain ever in life. You feel like blowing your fucking brains up.
Yeah,
that's that shit. I never I'd rather get shot in my knee or some shit.
Because you can't massage a tooth or nothing. It's like if you hurt your shoulder, you can kind of massage it or something. You can't massage your teeth or nothing like that, or do no shit for your teeth if you fucked up. It was like, oh.
Yeah, so nigga was out, and then I was gonna post something, but then the X shit happened, and then it was like, oh,
you know what? Because I had seen that Bobby ain't post no videos in a while, so I was about to, because he was responding in the chat, so I'm thinking obviously everybody okay, but he wasn't putting up no videos. So I was about to text him yo, you good? Everything all right? But I ain't want to be that dude. Be like, nah, nigga, stop acting gay towards me, nigga. Stop.
They ain't gay.
Concern ain't gay, man.
I remember.
I'm hyper masculine, so it's I feel weird asking other men about emotions and shit. That's me, nigga. I'm still immature a little bit.
Nigga, it's a man thing. I remember somebody at my job asked me that. This nigga called me drunk, right? And he was like, yo, we gotta get this bag, right? We gotta get this bag. I was like, okay. You coming in Saturday?
That's all I want to talk about.
And then I told him, I was like, yo, you call me Saturday. He's like, I ain't call you. That's gay. Nigga, you called me. What the fuck kind of shit is this?
So wait, now it's gay to just call a nigga?
Yeah, what the nigga, you called me drunk.
Yo, what's these rules?
I don't know. I feel weird about certain shit like that because I don't know if niggas is on the same type of shit I'm on where it's yo, I'm genuinely asking if you're okay and niggas won't. like I said, I'm still a little immature, all right? So I gotta grow up, right?
Yo, newsflash for people listening. You can call a nigga and ask him if he alright.
I mean, sometimes it's just like, yo, why you acting mad?
The only thing that make you gay is if you like to have sex with men, all right? So,
yeah, basically.
Unless you call him and ask him to suck his dick or something,
Yeah,
like,
that's
that might be gay.
That's
But
the
if
wild
you ask
shit.
him if he alright,
Yeah, you jostling balls.
He started-
you like, yo, you want to jostle? You call him for a jostle?
like, yo, if you call a nigga like, yo, for real, son, like, you know, they're having these thoughts about you, kid. Yo, and you can't call a man talking like ebonics and shit, like, yo, son, I want to have your balls in my jaw for a while, kid. It's like, yo.
That was such a problem in the 90s.
Yo, but.
Oh, that download shit.
Did you see the track list in the 90s?
Yeah.
Couldn't even spell that shit.
Oh, man.
What is it?
What? I don't even want to know.
Tupac's album?
Which one?
All that shit was all that shit was
Oh,
Oh,
you talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
ebonics shit?
yeah. Nah, but man, my fucking energy been off all week. Like I said, Saturday to Saturday, my shit been fucked up because, like, what happened? What happened? Oh, this kid, like, you heard about that police chase?
Yeah, that car accident.
That
I was
car
trying to,
accident
when you
shit?
said something local, I was trying to think what happened. I was like, oh,
So
it's that shit,
it was a car crash where it was like two 15-year-olds and a 19-year-old. The 19-year-old got tossed out the car and he passed away.
Mhm.
Then in April, he had got shot
Yep.
and
had to-
survived that.
and
And then
because somebody took him to the like very,
and
he
then
got
you
lucky.
just happened to die like 2 months later. I was like, yo, when it's your time to go, it's your time, to go. Yo.
Unfortunately.
And then you realize like the other two kids, like one kid lost a leg,
Oh shit. I didn't
one
know
kid's in
about
a coma.
that. Yeah.
Then that shit with XXX happened. I was like, damn, that's fucked up off rip. Then the video started going around.
Yeah.
I think that's what fucked me up
That
the most
fucked
about
me
that
up.
shit.
And I was like, 'cause
Yeah.
when I saw the video, I was like, yo, homie's,
He dead.
Yo,
Yeah, he was
homie's-
dead.
Yo, he's gone.
The
yo.
one and the video that I saw, I was like, I don't know if there's way more because I only watched them because I couldn't.
They kind of plugged them together.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like one
Yeah.
with the door closed and then one with the
Yeah.
door open, and that's how I was like, people ain't shit because
Yo,
it don't look like nobody was trying to help them. They were just
no,
busy.
they just had their phones
It's like they
out.
opened the door just to get a better look. I'm like, nigga,
Yeah.
this nigga got shot. Do something. Don't just take a fucking video of this nigga
'Cause
just slumped in the car.
I think the one I saw, like, homie was maybe like 10 feet away and somebody was checking his pulse. I was like, yo, homie's gone.
I didn't
Like,
see that.
it's not even like anything you could do. Nah, he was in the car, like, slumped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when I saw
was
him
like,
just
yo,
slumped
I was
out.
like, yo, that nigga's out of here. Like,
Yeah.
like that shit don't look good. And then, like, an hour later, the other dude from Pittsburgh got killed.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Jimmy Wapple. I
Yeah.
was like, damn, he got killed in a drive-by. And then, like, what? Something happened Wednesday. Oh yeah, the little kids in the cages and shit. That shit fucked
was
me up too.
wild.
I kept seeing that shit. And
Yeah,
they
it
were
was good
sleeping,
shit.
and there was like tinfoil on them and shit.
yeah, that's fucking wild. too.
Then the little nigga in the Bronx that got killed on Thursday. I had a good day on Thursday. I was off that day.
Yeah,
I had came here to the G Studio, and did something positive.
yeah.
Then on my way home, accident on the fucking highway.
Oh.
That man died.
Oh shit.
Then this little kid, then this shit breaks on the news that this little kid got stabbed in the Bronx. He dies. Video comes out Friday.
Fucking wild.
It's 5 grown men stabbing this little boy.
Wild.
And then he dies. And then his mother and his sister's on the news crying. I'm like, yo, I can't. Like, I'm mentally fucked up. Like in a matter of like 30 seconds, I went through like 4 emotions, B.
Yeah, I still don't know why they fucking stabbed a nigga up like that.
I was sad. I was confused. I was
Angry.
scared. I was angry. I was like, yo. And then the mere fact, they killed the wrong nigga.
Is that what they said? It was, but I
Okay,
I just saw something like
So the story is, right, there's a video that's going around on Twitter, right? One of the dudes that was in that altercation,
Yeah,
his sister is on tape having sex, right?
yeah,
So she's on tape having sex with somebody else, and somebody that looks like that boy that got killed
yeah.
was filming it.
Okay.
So they call him at the bodega. They thought it was him. So my whole thing is, right,
wait a minute.
listen,
Okay, I'm listening.
5 niggas don't want to confirm that's him. Nobody wants to like double check and make sure this is the nigga we supposed to get.
That's not even what I'm mad at. That's not. I'm not even there yet.
Not even kill him, but just the mere fact. Okay, so this video is going around. They think it's this little boy Junior, right? And it's not him. So they killed the wrong nigga and just skate off. And then the gang leader comes out on Saturday and says, "Oops, we didn't mean to kill him."
That's wild. But wait, was it consensual sex?
Yes,
So-
but it was just being videotaped. It was like,
Does she know it's being videotaped?
I think she had a shirt over her face. I don't know.
So does she know?
I didn't see the video, but it's just a mere fact that people was recording it, and now it's out on the internet type shit. Now she's embarrassed, his family's embarrassed. He's a gang member. He got to get some type of
Yeah,
vengeance
but you
or
gonna
something.
kill a nigga because she was on
But
tape
you don't
getting
kill
blown
somebody.
out?
Yo, but
Like,
that's
that nigga's fault.
I don't know, yo.
She could have said no.
And then I keep seeing the video and his mother crying and sister crying. Then they got the shit from mad different angles. Then they got video of the man like on the sidewalk bleeding
out.
And then like, yo, if I unfollowed you on social media, don't take it personal. I just had to get that shit out of here. Like I unfollowed my mom. Like
Yo.
these two niggas. Like I
Me?
unfollowed. I
What
unfollowed.
I do?
I unfollowed. No, yo, I had to manually go through my Instagram and just get rid of everybody. So for like 12 hours, I was following nobody. But then the shit got boring, and I started following niggas like one by one and shit. Like I'm not done. Like I had to physically unfollow like 1,300 people, and
Damn,
now I
That's
follow
a lot of
like
niggas.
24 people.
Damn, nigga.
So I gotta actually go back and follow everybody. So to anybody out there, I apologize.
Some
But
shit happened in Chicago too. Now that I think about it, it was a drive-by or whatever, and then because I know we got a lot of Chicago listeners, right?
we got mad
Yeah,
Chicago
Chicago
listeners.
listeners. Shout out to y'all,
Shout out to Chinatown, but y'all gotta chill.
Word.
But anyway, yeah, like it was this video of this dude, you know, it's a drive-by or whatever, and niggas was dead, but they put the drapes over whatever, you know, the white cloths or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
But one of the motherfuckers was
still
breathing.
alive, yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, really?
They put a
He was, yeah. He
But
was
they
still
didn't
alive.
know. They didn't even check the nigga's pulse.
They
I
don't
guess
give a fuck.
they just assumed that he was
Yeah.
dead. Niggas was breathing and shit.
they're like the sheet was going up.
Yes, and they
Yeah.
showed it.
He's still alive, and they just threw a shit out of him. And then he ended up dying anyway, but the time...
What the fuck? Really?
I think he did, but the time that was
Yeah.
wasted and him being covered in that sheet, they could probably try to get him to the hospital or something. He probably could have lived.
And then I saw some shit with some little 9-year-old girl in Cleveland got shot sitting in the car. I was like, all right,
fuck?
I'm done with the internet, yo. I was like, yo, I'm off of all this shit, yo. I was like, I need a mental break. My energy was fucked up.
Yeah,
And I just couldn't get
man.
myself out this funk. So I'm trying to get myself out this funk now. Like, you know, I'm playing with my kids and, you know, doing all types of fun shit and goofy shit. I'm just trying to bring my energy up. But like I said, this whole week been fucked up. Like, I'm tired of seeing niggas dying on the internet and then niggas filming it. Like, we have no compassion for our fellow man, and that shit is sad nowadays.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like I had to unfollow some meme makers because of that shit. Like one of these niggas like posting memes and shit talking about some. Well, this whack rapper died. Like
I see
Nigga,
a lot of
nigga.
niggas on the internet saying that shit. Like, fuck the music. This is a child
Yeah, 20 years
that was
old.
killed for nothing. He got killed for a bag,
20 years old.
a fucking like a Gucci or like a Louis bag or some shit. For
like,
what?
Dead.
conspiracy theories and shit like that. Niggas
What do
talking
you-
about some. This is what they said.
X ain't dead.
This is what they said. This is one of the things that was stupid as fuck. They said, you know, when he was slumped or whatever, that the tattoo of 17 wasn't on this side, it was on that side. Okay.
I don't hear none of that shit.
I'm not the brightest nigga ever, but when I take a selfie, my earring is not on the left side, it's on the right
Yeah,
side.
it's
So
like
It flips
some
shit
mirror
sometimes.
image.
what
nigga.
the fuck are you telling me right now? Like, come
Yo,
on,
it was
man.
all types of shit like X ain't dead. This is for like a music video he putting out. Y'all niggas is dumb and this, that, and the third. I'm like, yo, y'all just really y'all run with anything that niggas say.
Niggas think that a death's supposed to be like the movies. Like one of these motherfuckers DM
No,
me was
people don't
like,
care about that. That's the thing.
It's-
Like in this new internet age, you millennial niggas do not care. Y'all think everything's a joke until somebody die.
It's not even the millennial people, too.
we're a part of it.
I seen
If
people...
it's millennials.
I seen
We're a part of
people
it.
just be callous because of the fact of...
They don't like his music.
Not even his music, just the allegations that were against him. So people seem to just not... So his life doesn't seem to matter just because he maybe possibly allegedly made a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously we don't know if that's true or not. The whole him beating his girlfriend thing, though. I think he probably might have done it, but people because of that were being really. I seen a lot of people being super like heartless, and I'm like,
Nigga,
That's not an
everybody was a piece of shit when they was 20.
Pretty much.
I'm not saying everybody beat their girlfriend or did something that heinous.
or 16 or
But,
17, however old he
Like,
was when it happened.
yo, like who the fuck had that tweet? Jadena. Talk about Malcolm X. Like, yo,
Yeah.
if Malcolm X died when he was 20, he'd have been like a pimp, a thief, this, that, and the third. If
Hey, he stole that shit from Charlamagne.
I mean,
Charlamagne
whatever.
says it- no, Charlamagne says it all the time. He said Malcolm X was Malcolm Little.
yeah.
He says that shit all
Shit,
the time. But,
if Maya Angelou was 20,
Mhm.
she'd have died a prostitute.
and that's all. Like, that's
Like-
what I'm saying. Let people grow.
Like you gotta give people a chance to grow. All right, he fucked up. We all fuck up. It's just like all our imperfections aren't in the light because we're not celebrities.
yeah.
Yeah, that's like holding that rape charge against Tupac.
Like, yo,
But he
people,
didn't even get
people,
charged
for-
for it.
people forget.
And here's the thing.
He went to jail for that shit.
Yeah,
Was
he
it-
got
what-
convicted.
He got
Not for
convicted.
rape.
Yeah.
He got convicted for forcefully slapping her ass or some shit. He wasn't in there
so-
for rape.
So
I thought
it
it
was
was-
a sexual assault.
Yeah, that's what it was for. It
Still
wasn't
got
for rape.
well,
But
he's-
they keep saying rape for some reason. I don't know.
Well, he still got convicted of the crime that he was accused of. This young man did not actually get convicted. I mean, it was alleged, and he probably did it, but it was still alleged. So, and I think that's a whole different conversation. How do we hold the stuff? Is it guilty until proven innocent?
Guilty until proven innocent, because now that he's dead, none of that shit matters.
Yeah, because
his girlfriend is pregnant, or someone's pregnant with his baby.
Yeah, so
none of that shit matters. The man is dead now.
Yeah.
For what? A fucking bag. And the kid Junior is dead because of mistaken identity.
And that's wild. You didn't even want to double
Nigga,
check?
that shit almost happened to me. I almost got 5 years in prison because of that shit.
Serious?
I'm dead ass. Because niggas thought I robbed a Dunkin' Donuts.
That's crazy.
Of $12.
You got 5 years for $12?
No. $20.
5 years for $20
no,
still.
I had because it was a strong arm robbery, and they said they can give me the maximum 5 years, and then if I keep saying I didn't do it, they can convict me on this charge and that charge.
Keep telling the truth?
Yeah.
If you keep telling
I'm
the truth,
yo, I didn't, and I almost took that shit. I was like, yo,
see,
I was like, yo, matter of fact, I didn't do it. No, I'm not saying I did this shit.
Yeah.
No, where's my lawyer, man? I was like fucking 19.
Wild.
I almost went to jail for 5 years for nothing, just because they described half of Bridgeport in me. They was like, he's tall, light skinned with hair.
Yeah,
nigga, you what? For real, really?
Fit the description. And you know what's fucked up? You said that like you almost considered taking that plea because they was talking.
They was talking crazy. No, they was
you.
like, yo, strong. They was like, yo, 5 years. If we find out that you did this shit, you're going to jail for 5 years. There's no. But if you say you did it, we'll give you like 2 or some shit. I was like,
damn.
No, I didn't do it. No, where's my fucking lawyer, man?
But
take me to jail.
So that makes you wonder how many motherfuckers is locked
It's
up right
a
now.
lot. Yo, I keep every day on Facebook, I just see this man exonerated after 20 years in jail through DNA evidence from like a 1989 rape case or murder case or some shit. Like that nigga spent so much time in jail, and y'all just now getting him out because of one speck of DNA. Like that's wild. And then they'll like give you some money talking about, oh, you get like $1 million for your 20 years wasted or some
time
shit.
Back though.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, that shit's stupid. Like,
yeah, it's fucked up out here, man.
Yeah,
be safe, people. Be safe and don't do dumb shit.
Y'all
man.
niggas be safe, man.
Don't kill niggas just because he look like a nigga.
It's a couple.
Don't
niggas
kill
that,
niggas.
Yeah, don't just stay the fuck from around dumb shit. Because I know it's a couple niggas that listen in the Bronx right now. The Bronx is hot right now. I know the first 2 days or something it was 2 bodies. I don't know what it's looking like now, but y'all niggas be safe out there. It's hot outside. You know, niggas is stupid. Stay away from the bullshit. Just live right, man.
All niggas in Chicago saying.
All y'all niggas in Chicago just relax, yo. Just fuck some bitches and shit.
That shit is never that serious.
Yo, it's never that serious to like unless
it's serious.
Unless somebody harms my kids or some shit like that, or somebody in my family, then I can understand murder. Other than that, nigga, you owe me money and you not giving me my money and killing you is not worth the rest of my life in jail or like some dumb shit, or like some ego man shit. It's not worth it, my nigga. Like,
nah,
yeah, pretty much.
I don't know, but how the fuck we gonna lighten this movement?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Jamie Foxx slapping bitches.
Jamie Foxx slapping bitches. Wait.
Nah, I don't know if we're ready for that.
No. Let me see if this shit play.
We on it? The dick smacking Mac?
Yo, G, the aux cord on? Yo, turn me up, B.
I think.
We good? This shit work.
Oh, I know what you're about to play.
That shit, loving it. Just sweat it from my balls. Just sweat it from my balls. Just sweat it from my balls. Of my balls. Skeet. Of my balls. Skeet. Just sweat.
I was looking for the smacker with the dick.
Tell me what it did. I know.
I was looking for that shit.
Shit.
I thought it was in that.
It is in that, but
that's
is
just
like
a clip of
this
it.
is
It's not the
a
whole
clip of
thing.
shit,
Yeah.
But all right, man. Whatever.
Shout out to Jamie Foxx.
Shout out to Jamie Foxx. Yo. Sometimes you gotta hit the bitches with your boinker. Let them know you serious, but
Like Pedro said.
Bruh.
I don't think he.
I know that was mad disrespectful. You gotta bleep that, but that I thought
Yo,
about
what
that.
happened to Pedro?
Is this some
I don't
local
know.
guy?
Nah, yeah, some
yeah.
dude we went to school with, like elementary school.
Yeah.
Like, elementary school's wild.
Yo,
Yeah, it was.
elementary
It's true.
school?
Oh, elementary.
And
No, with us it was wild.
What, and
nigga?
what happened to her was fucked up. It's not even really funny, but she was like sleeping in the cafeteria. Some dude just slapped her in the face with his dick.
Yeah, earn it. No,
No,
Wait,
yeah, you know, yeah.
Said earn it.
no.
No, he was gonna say his
I was
name.
about to say his name, but I was like, no,
No,
shit.
yeah, like this man fucked up, but it's just like
This is elementary school?
Yes.
Smack him in the disc with an Oscar
It's
Mayer
like
wiener?
7th grade, nigga. Like
7th grade.
7th, 8th grade. I'm like, yo, niggas is wild. But yeah,
Wait,
back to Jamie
y'all-
Foxx.
Y'all damn near grown ass kids.
Yo, it was grown shit going on. But do we think that Jamie did it, or are they trying to get all our black celebs out of here?
Nah,
yo?
I think
'Cause-
Jamie would do some shit like that.
I don't know, because this was back in the
Nah,
day, like
ain't no joke in the world that funny.
No, for real. Like describing them parties that he used to have.
Yeah, he used to have wild
with Diddy
parties.
and all that shit. Like he was
Yeah.
like, yo, the girls used to be over here and then over there, and like when we get sexy, they'd be like, all right, everybody leave, the grown people.
But my question is just logistics.
Like the time frame.
Just
Oh,
like,
that's bullshit.
nah, did he just walk up to a chick that was sitting in the seat and just like,
Hey,
or was,
girl.
was
Maybe
She,
if-
was he trying to get her to like suck him off, and she was like real close to his dick, and he's like, or like the logistics, like he just walk up to some chick and just slap her with it, or like.
But that ain't even a thing for me. If somebody smacks you in the face with their dick, it don't take you 7 years or 8 years to be traumatized and be like, oh, now I'm gonna sue.
Oh well, well, because now she
Nigga,
can
you
say-
hit me with any body part, I immediately feel something. Like I don't like you ain't gonna a dick. You gotta die.
Well, it's because now she can say something and it might have an effect. And she
No,
actually
it
get
has
paid.
to have effect in that time.
Tell that to everybody tell that to Bill Cosby.
You know, I thought that until somebody said that shit online, and I was like, because
I
was
thought
like,
that shit until I saw mad women saying that shit. Like, yo, somebody smacks you with their genitalia, it don't take you 7 years, 8 years to be traumatized. No, that bitch lying.
well, I mean,
And that was
you
my
can say
aunt.
it could be some people lying, but you know, I kind of changed my opinion about that shit. I was online one time, and some dude said like, "Oh, what take you so long? It took you 30 years to say that," and I was like, you know, let you get fucked by a nigga and see how fast you come out.
I mean, you're right.
I'm taking that to the grave.
So maybe some chicks feel that way. It's just like, but then he says you. She's like, no, I gotta tell my
Unless
story.
there's a bunch of people that's coming out, and you're like, okay, it's okay now.
Yeah. So now they feel.
So I kind of
comfortable.
understand it, but some of these bitches, I feel like they you know, they stretching it.
Oh no, there's lies in there. Like
Yeah.
it's unfortunate. And it's
I see girls on the floor dancing to the nastiest
Dangerous
shit ever
music.
made. It's on the floor like
Sounds
smack with a dick,
ominous.
smack with a dick, 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 smack with a dick. Dick in the air, a dick in the air, 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 dick in the air. Fuck it in the eye, fuck it in the eye.
I'm done.
Yeah, that was the song. Yeah. And they was gonna dance to it.
Whew, it was a hot day, just me.
Yeah, it's a little warm in here.
Holy shit.
Oh shit, that's
Yo,
all it
Hesh,
is.
your phone. Question time.
Oh yeah, we should probably do that.
All right, so let's get into our question and answer segment real quick. Let's talk about some actual shit. Let's get the show started.
All right, this question comes from A Jackson B off of Instagram. Thank you for sending your question in. So, I'm going to attempt to read this. Question for the podcast: what are you guys' views on the lack of racial variety with video games main characters? Backup question: if a game has a weak create a black. Yo, if a game has a weak create a black player, do you play it?
Create a black player. That's wild.
I know that fucked me up.
Oh, what was that?
Yeah, the main question was, what do we feel about the
Lack
lack
of variety,
variety
like, you
of
know, black people
and main
Okay.
characters?
Main
All
characters.
right, so before you answer, G, can you turn this AC on, please?
Por favor, coño, mi
Yeah.
elba.
Is G in there?
He is in there. He heard you. I think he went to go do it.
Okay.
Oh, he had to come in here and do it.
Yeah.
Oh, he got that exclusive shit.
Yeah, that's what he was installing.
Remote control.
Yeah,
Oh, that's why we couldn't record because you want to get fancy.
Yeah.
I respect it.
G is like Xavier and we're the X.
Yeah.
Oh, and that shit
For real,
worked.
for real.
And that
Yeah.
shit worked immediately.
Instantly, nigga.
Oh shit, he got that good
Yeah,
shit.
we good.
Oh word,
That shit gonna fill the room in a second.
word. They got that good shit.
Lack of variety.
Yeah, so how do you feel about the lack of variety when it comes to video games and main characters, just like games overall?
It sucks. It's aggravating, and it doesn't make any sense. And
Well, you play Fallout before.
yeah,
You can create your own person.
So okay, so I guess there's a line to it because I think a lot of games have gone that direction, but for a long time that wasn't the case in video games. You weren't making your own character. Now you can, in a lot of games, you can make your own character, make who you are, but a lot of games it's just this is a character who it is, and it's usually a white man,
Yeah, but it depends. Like, I was playing Tomb Raider, like the second one.
white woman.
Yeah, white woman. So everybody knows Lara Croft as white. I mean, if they changed her to black, it would be
People
crazy.
lose their
I mean,
fucking mind, even though she could be black.
yeah,
But
you
let's
see
not
what
get
happened
into
with fucking Human Torch.
Yeah. I think they do that because like we're not the majority. So they have to. I mean, when it comes to games, we're not the majority of people. Like
We're not making them.
The majority of
Like that.
America is 70% white.
And that right there is
We don't have enough black writers,
Yeah,
designers.
what he
Yeah,
just
we're not
said,
making
we're
them
not
like
making
that.
the game. So
We're not
that's-
making the game.
So can
That's
you
where
blame
the issue
them?
comes in.
I mean,
Yes, I can still blame him.
No,
Yeah, you can still make a game with black
no,
people.
because if I make a superhero, he's gonna be black.
yeah,
guaranteed.
you, because you're black.
Yeah, if they make a superhero that's
Yeah, but
they're white.
But there aren't people like you inside these offices,
Yeah,
inside
so-
these creative studios. So when you don't have that diversity when it comes to the team, the bare bones of it, you're not gonna get a game, a creation that exemplifies blackness or just like some type of ethnic diversity. You're not gonna get that.
Then that's another question. That's like, are they in there? Are there?
No.
Are there?
Niggas barely black writers
That's
at fucking
not-
Marvel.
It's not our. It's not our fault. Well, it is our fault.
No,
as
no,
black
it's not
people,
our
it's-
fault.
as black people, it's our
Because there's
fault.
definitely black nerds out there, and there's definitely black people who are writers who are trying to get in there, but the white people getting the job.
You know what? Speaking of that, I keep forgetting that the WWE is in Connecticut, and I keep thinking maybe I should go down there and start writing their shit.
so you can
Like
write
for real, man. It's right in Stanford,
Yeah,
but I never go there. I see it, but I never went in the building.
you should go in there. Try
Maybe
to
I should
fucking.
try it.
That's the only way. That's the only way this shit's. I mean, that's honestly the truth. That's the only way this shit's gonna change.
Yeah, because
Get black voices in there.
yeah.
Get black people to. But it's hard because we're not getting this role, and it's kind of like even if like, and we're talking specifically video games. If you look at and I don't work at any of these places, so I don't know what their whole staff consists of. But if you look at a majority of these like video game websites, like the people who are the main focus of the people, like the people who are on camera,
The IGNs,
the
and the GameSpots,
exactly,
and stuff like
they're
that.
white people. I've never seen any black people on that shit. Rooster Teeth. I don't see any black people in like most of the videos except for like Mika Burton. She's
But
like the
you
only
know
one.
What? I got a plan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I
I'm
like
dead ass. I got a plan.
Shit, there ain't that many black people doing what we doing
That's
right
what
now.
that's what I say. That's why I say I like doing this podcast. And I think
lane.
because I think we're in this lane where that needs to be filled. Like
All I know
because
is
there's a lot of
y'all
black
niggas better
nerds.
get y'all TV faces ready because I got a plan.
I mean,
Okay.
this is about as
They gotta shape up my beard all the time.
this is it.
Nigga,
I
if this shit goes give me fucking 6 months, nigga.
All right.
Watch me work.
Yo, I'm down
But-
for that. Like,
but-
seriously.
I think when it comes, like when they did that with Watch Dogs, I get it. You know, it's like it has to be like an extreme circumstance because like the first game was a hit, right?
Mhm.
First game has a white man, but then you got Watch Dog 2. They make Marcus.
I did
So they're gonna
not see that.
so they're gonna add this. They're gonna improve this. Oh, let's make Marcus a black man now. So now people aren't gonna boycott this game as they would as if
it's out the gate.
if the first one was a black
Yeah.
dude and the second one's a black dude.
And I'm not saying they have to make these games with
Yeah,
black characters just for the sake of
Yeah,
making
just that be some type of diversity. Like
Yeah.
switch it up somehow. Like the black dude can't be the sidekick all the time, or like the friend, or like the comic relief or some shit. Because I remember when you said that shit about Final Fantasy VII. Yo, Barrett had a fucking high time. He nigga had a Gumby. like that's how these Asian that's how these Asian people see us. Like,
Well,
T.
that's a whole
No.
and that's the whole different thing because Asian Japanese people
Yeah, they do their own thing.
they don't
They see us wild.
Yeah, they see it crazy. Because if
Yeah.
you look at some of the way they depict like an anime and shit, they don't really. I don't know if Jim like blackface shit really made it to Japan in the same way. So I don't think they quite get it. Because there's a lot of black characters with super big ass nigga lips and like
Yo, hold up.
Killer.
Yeah.
Oh, Killer from Dragon Ball.
yeah,
Remember that?
Yeah, fucking yeah.
Mr. Popo.
Mr. Popo.
Now, okay,
nigga.
wait, okay.
Jinx.
Is that racist?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
Yes.
now is
So-
Popo just a character or is he a black?
That nigga's black, man.
Okay, is
Well,
Jinx,
he's
Jinx from Pokemon?
Yeah.
Is a
a
trans
creature.
transgen. What is it?
So they say.
It's
the crazy
something.
shit.
But it's blackface.
Yeah, blackface.
I see some bitches that look like Jinx.
I have
I
too.
mean, just because
But
just because it exists doesn't make it okay.
I think the only time that we have correct adaptations is when it's like something that's directly associated with our culture. Like if it ain't like sports, dance, or hip hop, you're really gonna see like black people in it. Like if it's like basketball, football, dance, and hip hop, like you're definitely gonna see some type of black. Like you have to because there's no way that you can have the internet and TV and not turn on a basketball game and see like the court is like 90% black. There's no way that you can do that shit.
Yeah.
Like in hip hop, it's like majority black.
Yeah.
When you see dancers, when you want to get in like break dancing, like all like the real popular dances nowadays, created by black people. So
Yeah.
you have to have that black representation. But like when it comes to like the creation of characters, that's like my biggest draw when it comes to video games. Sometimes it's like, yo, I can make me tattoos and dreads. We in here.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until like recently that games was getting that shit right. Cause like even 2K for a little while, they had like 6 black hairstyles.
Yeah.
It was like a low cut, a fade. It was like braid style 1,
They
braid
could
style
never
2.
get the braids right.
It was
Never.
It was short dreads and long dreads, and that was it. I was like, God damn, but like live, I remember I was playing like a demo for live. I was like, yo, they got real hair in here. I'm like, I might cop this shit just
you get paid over for that? You get paid over for that? You keep talking about live.
Is it good? Because I wanted to be good. Because like as a child, like that was
NBA Live. Yeah,
that was my shit. But then 2K came and kicked niggas in the dick. So it's like, but like now I was playing like because like I said I was playing live and they had like legit hairstyles. Like they had like hairstyles that niggas wear like the fucking braid fade shit. They had long dreads. They had dreads in a ponytail. They had all types of shit. I was like, oh, I could get with this because I could put me in the game. But.
Yeah, because that's a game where there's mostly black people. Yeah, so they had like we got to do this right.
Yeah, but when 2K came around, that was kind of like easy because they had Allen Iverson on the fucking cover.
Yeah, so they just had mad braid hair.
Yeah, so like
afro.
This guy's popping. So
yeah,
tattoos.
Yeah, I mean, that shit worked though.
Yeah,
that's what made niggas buy the game. It was like, yo, we got somebody that represent the hood, actually like on the cover. Because you know, as much as niggas like Michael Jordan, that nigga wasn't the hood.
Yeah, but I kind of understand what you're saying. But it was this one game. I can't remember the name. I'm trying to remember the name. It was one. Hesh probably know what I'm talking about. You probably know what I'm talking about. It was on PlayStation. It was a PlayStation exclusive. It had this dude with this biological arm. He always had a hoodie and a leather jacket. What was that?
Was it Bionic Commando?
No, it wasn't that. He had.
Yeah, I think he had dreads.
No. That and it was this other one where.
Are you talking about Prototype?
Yeah. The second
one
had a black dude.
Yeah.
So that's what I was getting at. Fucking San Andreas.
It wasn't exclusive.
Nah, it wasn't. That shit was definitely on Xbox.
Nah,
it was?
Nah, 'cause I played it on Xbox.
Damn, I had
You had it on PlayStation.
Nah, I see people playing the PlayStation all the time.
Nah,
but anyway, yeah. So then you had San Andreas with CJ and shit like that. And that's just one of the best stories.
Yeah.
So it's not like it can't work. I just feel like we're not in there, so
it's harder for it to happen.
It's like,
we gotta get in these rooms, and we gotta actually like start putting us in these games. But it's all about the dollar though, because like I said, if you put a black person or a woman as a main character or somebody gay in the game, they aren't the biggest draw because they're not the majority of when it comes to the U.S., we're not the majority. Yeah. So you got to think about like the bottom dollars, like who's gonna buy this game if we do this? And 9 times out of 10, hey, Sony, Activision, all y'all niggas, black people play video games, right? So y'all
at a high rate too.
At a high rate, so y'all can put us in these games. We can't just be like the sidekick or the funny dude or like the guy that gets killed in like scene 3 or like this level. Like we can not be the boss or some shit. Like come on, like give us some roles.
But the question is. And I think this is even a bigger issue. They could make it, but the way people play it. You see how they wild out. We were just talking about the fucking Last of Us because the chick is gay.
We're not the biggest draw, so the bottom dollar are all the people going to buy this game. That's it.
So I think that's also a deciding factor in things.
That was women, though. And I didn't really think this women shit was serious, but this shit is fucking dead at. Yo, niggas are really
are dead the fuck serious.
Yeah,
dead the fuck.
I thought they was playing.
Nah, they don't like women.
These niggas for real.
Yeah, dead the fuck. They're sexist. They're racist.
They're all the cysts.
All the cysts.
They talking about not playing Battlefield 5 because it's women in it, and it's not historically accurate.
Even though women were in the war.
But at the same time, it's people who actually played the game who said it's one of the best Battlefields ever.
Yeah. But they're not playing that shit though.
That shit's crazy.
Because they hate women. I don't know how you hate women, but you want to be with bitches so bad.
Hell yeah.
It's because a lot of you niggas are socially awkward and y'all know how to talk to bitches.
But why do you hate them and still want to, like, that doesn't make...
Yo, have you ever heard of incel?
No, what the hell is that?
That's a whole, like, group now. It stands for involuntary celibate.
What?
You remember that nigga?
That's fucked up.
Do you remember that nigga in California who shot a whole bunch of girls because they wasn't giving no pussy?
Yeah.
That's like their fucking
poster child.
Their god, like, you know.
What?
You shouldn't look up to this nigga.
No,
I'm telling you, there's message boards. There's message boards and they're praising this nigga. They made rules and commandments and all types of shit. It's niggas out here that they follow this code because they're socially awkward. They don't know how to talk to women. They're weirdos, and now they hate women. Like they expect the fish to jump in the boat.
See,
like you have to do something to get these fish. Like you can't expect women to come to you and just hand you pussy.
Yeah, I'm socially awkward, but I don't hate women, nigga. Like the fuck.
That's why.
That's wild. I would never praise no nigga like that.
That's why Backpage should be illegal.
Well, they about to shut down Backpage.
They did shut it down already. But I'm just saying, like they fucked it up.
I mean,
fucked it up.
Honestly, I mean, again, this is a whole different type of conversation.
No, this is the conversation.
No. Bobby's right. This is a conversation.
This is a conversation.
It sucks, but they really should just make prostitution legal.
Yeah,
all across the United States of America. that would solve a decent amount of problems, I think, because these niggas can just fuck and
No,
get it out
it
their system.
wouldn't.
Yeah, what is the
My nigga,
majority of the
You
problem?
can buy. They're making robots. You can jag off. You
Nah,
can
it
do
ain't-
all types of
Obviously,
shit.
jacking off ain't working because they've been
It's
doing
really
that.
not.
It ain't nothing like a real
Get them
woman.
some real life pussy, yeah,
Ain't
and
nothing
then
like
they'll
some
probably
slide
relax
in
a
some-
little bit.
Brother.
Slide in some pussy.
Yeah,
No pussy, but
Nice.
nah, that's a real-
Pussy.
Oh, that pussy.
Slide.
The
What's that
plies.
pussy?
little bit.
That's Sweet
Sweet
Saturday.
pussy
Yeah.
Saturday.
So if you do that, I think that could solve some of these problems for some of these niggas. Like, and it might get some of these niggas to relax.
Shit.
No,
Like,
Man, if you could pay somebody to go to prom with you,
no,
and you be
just-
like, don't say nothing. Just
no.
Nah, but like,
Because it's these weirdos that be like, oh, women don't like me. No, nigga, what you present to the woman makes them not like you. They don't just off the rip not like you. Maybe you dress weird. Maybe you come off socially awkward.
maybe you stink.
Maybe you're an introvert. Maybe you stink. Like, it's something about you
Nerds
that you
do
have
stink.
to fix with your... I wouldn't say that.
Nigga.
But they are awkward.
Story time.
Oh shit!
Yo, we
I
need a
love
sound
Bobby's-
effect for
for Bobby's
Bobby's
story
story time. I'm going to find some.
Yo, I went to this is what around the time where Dragon Ball Z, I think Tenkaichi 2 was out, right?
Damn.
And they said
Throwback.
Game Crazy was out at the time, the store. And they said, when you win this contest, you win this game. So I went there, whatever. I was like, all right, let me be Piccolo or whatever.
Black man.
Yeah, the nigga. So
Happy Father's Day to Piccolo, too.
yeah,
for
too.
real.
Yeah, Piccolo. Like, fuck Goku. Like, this nigga's never dead.
Word.
But I'm playing the game and I'm beating niggas' asses and shit. But at the same time, yo, this dude came to me. Yo, this nigga smelled like straight fucking onions.
Maybe that nigga ate something crazy before he even came
Nah,
there.
This nigga
No,
never
niggas
showered.
niggas got bad hygiene.
They
never
do.
showered.
That's
but
actual factuals.
But we can't stereotype just everybody that like a certain type of genre of shit. They just automatically stink. That's
You know
like
what?
Oh no,
We-
that's
we-
I
obviously-
like saying you black, so you like grape soda and chicken.
Nigga, all
But these are true facts.
Yeah, this fucking delicious.
Yeah.
But I didn't know I was
I want that
genetically
purple
predisposed to
You
liking
like
this
chicken?
shit.
Yo, but all these niggas do is eat Doritos and drink Mountain Dew Code Red. Like,
play video games.
And play games for 18 hours and don't take a shower.
Yeah,
I
yo.
mean, dog.
Yo, I went to Best Buy one time and a nigga had a
Stank.
pizza face. I thought he had herpes.
Yo, I saw some nigga like that. It look- yo,
Well,
it-
that's different because some
Yo.
people just have an issue with acne, regardless
Yo.
of how
Nah,
much.
that shit was bad, bruh.
This nigga looked like he washed his face with soda.
Yeah, that shit was like crusty bacon.
He looked wild.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Some people have an issue with acne, and that's just like a bane in their
Nigga,
existence.
that shit
Yo.
was like fucking bacon bits.
Yo,
Oh,
that
shit.
Nestle Crunch on your face.
Yo, shit.
But
Nah, but free pussy for niggas and they be good.
Yeah,
no,
Selling
man,
pussy.
stop being awkward. Learn how to talk to women.
It's hard.
It's not that. It's not
It's
that easy.
hard today. It's hard.
It's not, that, it's not that hard to talk to. They just like you, nigga.
It's
They
hard
just
with
got
the internet.
vaginas and they just been approached a million times, so they know how to weave through shit. Just
Yeah.
learn how to crack that. Once you crack the code, nigga, pussy is easy.
They don't know that though.
I'm telling you. Once you crack the code, yo, pussy is so easy to get, nigga.
It is.
Yeah, let these niggas live.
But all right, so
I'm just saying, I wouldn't
You
look
know
up
what?
to
You
no
know what?
nigga.
If we ever go to Comic-Con together,
Oh,
we're
shit.
gonna record some reactions of us asking these questions.
nigga, what's up?
yo.
Content
Let me
is
know,
king,
man.
nigga.
Just let me
Content
know.
is king.
I will
nigga.
ask questions like, "What do you think about these fucking these cosplay chicks? What do you think about that?
I'm
Want
trying
to
to
grab a titty?
I mean, the answer to that is obviously
don't do
hell
that.
Yeah. don't do it. But the answer is yes.
Yes.
Of course.
But Jackson, hope we answered your question.
I don't even think we
As
did,
best
but
I mean, we pretty
Yeah,
much
we
got
did,
on
we
it, but
did,
then,
we
but then,
did.
then Bobby got the story time
Sorry.
bullshit. So it's like, all right,
listen, if you listen to us, you know we do the best we can.
you
with
know
what
what
we
it
got.
is. Episode 10, nigga, you know what to expect by now, my nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, this drink got to me. I'm feeling good now.
Yeah, I'm straight.
I think my mood has lifted a little bit.
Oh,
I'm not
good.
depressed. I'm not Kanye mode right
Yeah,
now.
I'm not Kanye mode right now.
Yo, free back page.
For real.
But so let's go ahead and get to these topics real quick. Well, not real quick, but let's go ahead and jump into these. So you said Kanye, right?
Mhm.
So apparently Kanye loves the Deadpool movies and he wanted to make a soundtrack. That nigga needs to sit the fuck down.
I mean, why he gonna make soundtrack to
I
movies?
do not need a depressed Kanye making a 7-song soundtrack to a fucking Deadpool movie. Celine Dion got shit on lock right now. I'm good.
That shit is too
No.
good though.
Because also with these fucking good music projects that he's been putting out, only 2 of them are good.
Which ones?
Tiana and Pusha.
Pusha T.
All right, fair enough.
Tiana and Pusha,
I
like,
ain't
Wait,
hear
hold on.
I ain't hear
Kid Cudi was okay.
It was
Well,
alright.
sonically, it was good.
But I
yeah,
didn't-
but if it's not for you, cause I didn't really fuck with it like that. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm not really a depressed nigga like that. But,
Nah, but
I can see
Shut
from
up,
both
Hesh.
sides.
What?
Yeah, Hesh, are you going through depression? Like, what's
Yes.
going on here?
What's up, bro?
Yes.
What's going on?
Absolutely.
Talk to us, bro. You all right?
Absolutely and truly, and I still didn't like the fucking Kid See Ghost album that much.
Really?
I liked it a little bit, but I didn't like it that much.
Nah, but I can hear some shit and appreciate a good song. Like
Yeah.
I know what a good song is, and I know what's not for me.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, as a cohesive
Out-
project,
yeah.
it wasn't
The best.
up to my expect. Like, his album wasn't good. Nas album definitely wasn't good. Kid Cudi album wasn't good. It was like, it had moments. It wasn't a full like project where I was like, yo, this is pretty good. But with the Pusha shit, I was like,
Yeah,
yo,
this is a good
Yeah.
project.
these projects, these songs is good. I just want more. Like, I'm still hungry. Push, like, this ain't enough.
Yeah.
And the Tiana shit, I haven't heard it, but it was like, yo, I see the reviews and how everybody reacting to it. It's like,
Like,
yo, this
that's
shit
what
is
was good.
good.
That's
Like,
the one.
like this is what I've been waiting on. Like, this sonically sounds good. She sounds good. This, that, and the third. But with the mode that Kanye's in right now and the projects that he's putting out, I don't want to hear like various artists on this shit, or just like a Kanye. I don't want to hear Kanye. That don't even sound right, my nigga.
It don't.
What?
Kanye and Deadpool. That don't even sound right.
But then again, if you think about Deadpool, he could just be leaning into the whole Kanye thing, and then you can make it
If
a
you
big
want to break the
joke.
fourth wall on every fucking song, cool.
And Kanye does break the fourth wall, because so it's kind of like,
He do. He addressed that. He
But
wild.
being that I do think Kanye is a musical genius.
Well, he
So
wants to be.
if he was to attack this from an angle where it would actually turn out dope, like I'm not counting Kanye out. I'm just saying from what I've heard as of recent, I don't want to hear it, but he might pull some shit out and like I'll be like, yo, this is dope. But I can appreciate a good song. Me personally, I just don't want to fucking hear it.
yeah, but he wasn't talking about like using new music. Well, not yet, but he was talking about using his catalog or
He
whatever.
he wants to offer songs for future movies. Like, no, but I
I can see that.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna make new music. It's not like Kanye's gonna dig in his bag and just pull out like, yo, I ain't never used the track. This shit'll fit right here.
Yeah.
Kanye's not that type of nigga from what I know of him.
I
don't
see
know.
it.
I mean,
Kanye.
if he can get back to where he was,
Never.
like, or to a semblance of that, like if
we're never gonna-
Power or Strong, like some wild shit like that. Imagine that being like on the soundtrack or something in that vein. Or
That's what this last album was supposed to be before all that TMZ shit happened.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, and
completely
I want to hear that album because
I wanna hear
the
that
album
album.
we got wasn't.
I don't
want
wanna
to
hear that
supposed
one.
to be. No,
I don't want to hear it. No,
My nigga, I was excited
I don't want to
because when that song with T.I. dropped, I was like, okay,
yeah, that
yeah,
but
he on some shit.
no.
I want to hear. But then when that Scoop the Boop shit dropped, I was like, all right, so this is obviously like a reference track, but this beat is gonna be used for something. So I'm like, I'm excited still, even though that was funny and some bullshit. I still want to hear it.
he used it
Where?
on a Push album.
Yeah, Scoop. Hey, yeah.
not the
How do you
lyrics.
respond?
Scoop.
Poop, whoop, ooby loop.
I love this nigga.
I'm gonna start
See,
doing
I
that
don't
every
care
time I
what
get
your
pissed
nigga say.
off.
I love this nigga Kanye.
I love Kanye too. I
Just
was like,
cause.
but-
I like new Kanye because he be wilding. Yeah, I was
when
like,
that nigga
alright.
died tragic death off of some shit, y'all niggas gonna be talking a different tune.
Well,
Yeah,
alright,
it'd be like that.
I mean,
Damn, dog.
I'm just
don't bring
saying.
it back down.
Ain't
Yo,
like we hate him.
Nah, I don't.
Well, I understand it. I had this
shit
conversation.
to happen to Kanye. Kanye is one of my like top maybe 15 favorite artists of all time. Like
Yeah,
artists in like
just artists.
like in any genre of
Yeah.
music. Like he's up there for me. But I don't want to see shit happen to Kanye. But this road he's been going down these past few years, like I could see him like doing it like off in itself.
Yeah,
or
like-
something crazy happening.
Like,
Yeah, it's
I,
possible.
I had this conversation with y'all in the group chat. Like, I've been around people and dated somebody who been like that. So to me, it's not that foreign. Like, I already knew he had bipolar disorder like fucking 5 years ago before they even announced the shit.
Yeah.
So it's not new to me. It's not new to me what he's doing. Even if you look back to the shit what he said George Bush doesn't like black people, just look at his demeanor and how he's talking. You can tell like this
straight
nigga.
face.
Manic.
Yo, that's that. At that
Something's
point,
wrong with him.
At that point, that was my nigga.
Yeah.
Like we have to protect Kanye at all costs. That is my nigga.
Yeah. Like saying real shit, but he's really probably in the middle of a manic state or something like that.
Yeah, it's like the nigga's off.
I don't know,
I get
man.
it, but you know.
But I'm not for it. Kanye, stay the fuck away from Deadpool.
Let a nigga grow.
I mean, you're right.
You know, let him grow. We talking about growth. Let him try.
So since we talking about movies, right? So let's talk about. Matter of fact, before we talk about reviews, let's talk about trailers. Let's talk about previews. So the Creed trailer, right?
Oh shit.
That dropped, and
He dies.
for me, personally, as a boxing fan, as a Rocky fan, as an overall fight fan, I'm hyped. I know you got your reservations about it, but
Oh, you
I'm
didn't like
hyped,
it?
my nigga.
Oh, I liked it. You didn't like it? Bro?
No, Bobby talking like he was talking shit like, yo, what happened to the nigga that put up on his ass before?
Yeah, but this is the thing. This is my
Obviously,
problem.
they ain't gonna go straight from that to Drago. Obviously, they're gonna show something in between. If they're smart, they're
I
gonna
don't
do
think
something
so.
in between.
I don't think so because this is looking like.
And plus, it's been a few years because the nigga got a
Got a
kid
baby.
now.
Yeah, but
my baby pregnant, how dare you.
still, like I was looking at the first Creed. In the first Creed, they kind of set it up to be a sequel, and then you had the second Creed. You know, I'm seeing a lot of like Rocky 3 and this shit, like the whole Mr. T. He gets knocked out one time, and then it's like, oh, you can't beat him. Like Rocky's Mick now, and like, what is Rocky gonna die now from cancer? Like,
mean,
is that
probably.
gonna happen? Like that's what it's going at.
No, it's like I don't want you to fight Drago's son
'Cause he killed your dad.
because his dad killed your dad,
Okay,
nigga, and I don't want to see that happen to you.
It might even be that.
Rocky don't want to see somebody he cares about. His wife is dead. His best friend is dead. His trainer's dead. So I don't want to see this nigga that I have grown attached to, that is the son of my best friend. I don't want to see him die at the hands of another fucking fight.
I think for me, I think it's the opposite.
Yeah.
I think he doesn't want him to kill Drago. I think he might you might be so angry that you might do some wild shit.
That nigga's ass is grass. Yeah,
I mean,
yo, fight all haymakers.
Yo.
all haymakers to the temple.
I was just looking at the trail and I was like, yo, I see a lot of Rocky 3, Rocky 4 and this shit. And it's like, then Hollywood then took over. I mean, I can see the whole I would really like the Drago thing in the third movie. But the second movie, it was a nigga that put you on your fucking ass in training camp, that nigga.
But this is like the natural progression. This is what everyone's been waiting. Like, this is Apollo's son. This is Apollo's son.
It's cliche as fuck.
It's cliche, but
Anybody
this
see
is what
this
niggas want to
coming?
see. I don't give a fuck. I want to see it. I saw it coming. I want to see it.
yeah, you gotta fight Drago.
And plus, Drago's in it.
Drago's son.
Yo, like who else is he supposed to fight but that nigga?
The dude that put him on his ass.
But that nigga don't count. He nobody.
He does. He put him on his ass.
Yo, the movie
That's embarrassing.
hasn't dropped yet. We don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, but I'm just saying
But
they
then
could have had somebody film it, him putting him on his ass, like, oh, but you lost this. This dude put you on your ass, like on some serious shit.
But that was before he
So go
started
back.
training with Rocky,
yeah,
right?
That doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
so
but,
it doesn't
but
count.
it still happened. Viral videos explain all. Perception is everything. So they could have did it like, oh, yo, this dude put you in your ass. You may have gone the distance with the champion, but this dude
Okay,
that was up
so
and coming put you in your ass.
maybe
That's
what-
undefeated at the time.
True.
So you had it set up.
But maybe what's gonna happen is maybe Drago's the champ. Maybe he made his way up the ranks. Maybe he beat that nigga ass.
Russian.
I don't know.
Yo, if he dies, he dies.
But I think what's gonna happen, like towards the end of this movie, like he's gonna have a chance to kill him,
yeah.
and then he's gonna have some type of revelation, like, oh,
You mean like the best of the best?
Yeah.
Don't do it, Tommy. Don't do it.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be like some shit like like a son shouldn't have to pay for the sins of his father type of thing. Like, and I'm not gonna kill him, but I can kill him. Like he's at my mercy right now. That's what I think is gonna happen. I don't know because you just said it's cliche. That's the cliche shit I could think of.
Yeah, basically.
So I'm thinking that's gonna happen. Then he's gonna look away at Rocky like, no, with that lip. No. And then he's just not gonna do it. But then he's gonna think about that, like. It's like something's gonna happen like that. Something
That ain't you.
that ain't you.
You're better than that.
Like some mad corny's gonna happen where it's like Apollo gonna come down. And
Oh,
it's like,
no.
It's wild. It's
Yo, if like the ghost of Apollo, if he gets knocked to the ground,
Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers just hits him in the dream sequence. That's my favorite movie in the world, nigga.
Yo,
With the wooden hand from fucking Happy Gilmore.
I guarantee you, I put anything on it. He gonna come out in Apollo shorts, Apollo's trunks.
No, he's too fat.
And whoop this nigga ass. Yo,
well,
have you seen Carl Weathers lately, nigga? That nigga's crazy.
Is he?
That
What
nigga
happened?
I mean, he's old.
Oh, his age is wild.
Yeah, his age. He just look crazy.
Oh, I thought you would say he was ripped or some shit.
Nah. That nigga's washed. That's crazy. Apollo's washed. That's crazy.
Yeah. Fucking Rocky was in the 70s,
this
nigga.
nigga
That's
had-
like 40 years ago.
Rocky still look. Rocky still look like he do. Like
he do.
Like he could bench like 220 on the incline. Like,
that's
Also
steroids.
does steroids. Yeah. So what to say?
but Carl Weathers, he had the most perfect body I ever had wanted to attain.
that was on steroids too. All the niggas that
No,
In the
he
80s?
used to play football. Well, it could
Nah,
have
LT fucking played fucking football on cocaine.
on
so
cocaine.
that niggas was definitely doing steroids.
Cocaine and bitches.
I mean, it could've been cocaine and painkillers.
Ain't nothing wrong with being on benches.
yeah, ain't nothing wrong with your bitch. Let's see. Let's talk about movies. Let's talk about Incredibles 2.
I did not see it.
You didn't see it?
I don't got children.
So, nigga.
I just didn't get a chance to go.
You still could've seen-
Bob,
I know.
you saw it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So quick question, right?
Yeah.
Did you feel like a creep watching the movie?
Oh, cause
No,
Mr.
why?
Incredible thick as fuck.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Elastigirl
Yo.
had the motherfucking yeeks, nigga.
Yeah, she been had the yams.
Yo, but I felt like a creep.
Yeah.
Watching
Is
that shit with my kids.
It
Is
was
it
like,
me or did they make her ass fatter?
they probably did.
I don't know.
She's in the squat game, nigga.
Yo, I don't.
Nigga.
Yo, but like, who got the biggest yeeks though? Like her or like Dexter's mom?
Yo, Dexter's mom had
Nah.
the
Dexter's
yams.
had the
I think-
yams.
Nah, I think. Well, yeah, I think. that-
No, she had
Dexter's
the
mom
yams.
waist was thin as fuck. So
Unnecessarily
She
non-existent.
had the motherfucking yams.
didn't she
Yams.
have a print on her back that at her ass that said "Daddy's Trophy" or some shit?
Yeah, that was one wild episode.
Okay. All right. Yeah, ain't for kids.
Not everything.
Yeah, Elastigirl. Yeah.
Elastigirl,
So nah,
yeah.
Dexter's mom, because she did have a no waist.
Yeah, Dexter's. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all let us know in the comments, yo.
Yo, for real.
Elastigirl.
Elastic.
Or,
Last girl, Dexter's mom.
oh, you's a nasty nigga. She's elastic.
Yeah, you put your foot all around her head and
Yo,
all types of shit.
wow.
Well, okay, so,
All right,
sorry.
so back to this children's movie.
how you feel about the movie?
Head game
yo?
serious.
It definitely, yeah.
They finally showed me what happened like 14 years later.
Yeah, I like they.
I know.
Yeah, they picked up.
Right where it left off, right?
Yeah.
Do you mind the spoilers?
No, I'm not spoilers.
Okay, Wii U. All right, so they picked up right where they left off in the last one, where it's like they're fighting the Mole Man.
Yeah.
So they pick it up right from there.
Oh, right.
You know,
Underminer.
Mr. Incredible goes and does his thing, and then now it's basically illegal to be a superhero, so they have to go into hiding type of thing. So now they're talking to this man that wants to make it legal. This guy and his sister. So they put him in the woods somewhere in the mountains, you know, to hide him, you know, be fucking regular, while Elastigirl on this fucking like Suicide Squad mission type of shit.
Oh, word.
Where like she's sitting there trying to find this new bad guy who basically he was in fucking Teen Titans. What the fuck? The nigga
Slade?
that used to control the TVs. That type of nigga, like
Screen Slayer.
Yeah.
that was his name.
So he'll hypnotize you with some shit on the screen or something like that. She on these missions or whatever. Jack stole the fucking movie to me.
Oh, word.
Jack is he's basically the strongest mutant not in any universe that got to do it like Marvel or like DC. Like this nigga has like
All
8
the
powers.
powers.
Every power.
Like-
Niggas
like,
like Superman on
He
steroids.
can clone himself. He can turn into a monster. He has heat vision. He teleports.
Yep, the dimensions.
Yeah, to fucking dimensions.
Oh, sad.
He breathes fire or some
Yep.
shit. That nigga's strong as shit. Like he got his second, third, fourth mutation. Like
Yeah.
I think it's like 5 niggas in Marvel universe that got like a second mutation.
God damn.
And like Jack got like
25.
6 powers.
Yeah, I think it was like 12.
Is that like permanent, or is it just because he's a
Nah,
baby?
it's all over the place.
This is him. Like that nigga got a suit that reflects all that shit. Like it's heat resistant. You know, if that nigga get too mad, they give him a cookie. Like it's all types of wild shit. But I thought it was a good movie from beginning to end. I thought they tied it into everything real well. They did the Men in Black flashy thing to some kids.
Yeah.
The what's the fuck this daughter name?
Violet.
Yeah.
That boy that liked it that was gonna take her on a date.
Yeah.
They flashy thing that nigga.
Oh, that's fucked
And
up.
then like that nigga like she
Oh, that's
went
why
up to
she's
him.
mad?
Yeah, she went up to him like, yo, the date, what's up? You forgot. He was like, yo, who are you, bitch?
Oh.
And she's like, yo, you don't remember me? And then she found out her dad did it. She was like, Dad.
That dude did look like K though.
He like, who?
He did look like K.
Yeah, he did. Do that flashy thing.
He
though.
looked like K.
But yeah, the movie was dope from beginning to end for a kids movie. I enjoyed it. My experience at the movies was weird.
Why?
It was my kids. One wouldn't stop yelling. My oldest.
Oh, wow.
My youngest fell asleep because she kept getting scared over dumb shit. Then when like hype shit started happening, she got loud. And then this guy brought his 3 kids into the theater. 2 of them were like normal kids. The other one was attached to a machine.
iPad?
No.
Chill
nigga.
out. No, don't do that. Chill.
You know it's Skynet.
No, but this kid was like strapped to a machine.
Like an
and
iron
the
lung?
machine, yes.
Oh,
some
shit,
shit
my
like
bad.
that.
Yeah.
And it was beeping the entire movie from previews to movie to credits. It was beeping. Everybody was looking at this nigga like, yo, you really brought this kid on it, and it was on Father's Day to the movies with this shit. It was like you want to say something, but
you don't.
You don't.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe it's
maybe the mom wasn't home. I don't know, and they want to take the kids out. But it was like, goddamn, like at some point when like real shit started happening in the movie and it got real loud, you was like, oh shit, and then you realize the shit and like it get quiet again. Beep, beep, beep. I'm like, yo.
I mean, that might be Junior's last movie, so I mean, respect. I'm just saying. So
no more drinks for Bobby.
What? What was me?
No, that comment was fucked up. But you laughed too hard at that
it's
shit.
Funny. I'm sorry. It's funny. I can't stop
I
laughing.
plan on having future kids, so I'm not damning my kids, my sperm for that shit. No.
Yo, I stayed back in fucking 8th
I
grade
can,
because of that.
I can appreciate a good joke. That shit was funny, but I'm not laughing at it.
I'm sorry, man. I gotta laugh sometimes.
Hey, no more drinks for you. It's like all I'm saying.
Oh shit.
But
I'm sorry.
It was a good movie. I liked it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll probably give it like a 8.5.
Oh, word.
It was a good movie.
Yeah.
It tied in everything, and you could tell there's going to be a third. Hopefully it don't take 14 or 15 years to make another one.
Oh, no.
It was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I got to go see it without the kids in the beeping. But, Bobby, how you feel?
I feel the same way. It was an 8.5, but it was a lot of stuff that I seen that people probably didn't see. You remember the little short story, the short animated story with the Asian chick that? She ate the onion. She ate
that nigga.
I was like, yo,
I was wild. I was like, yo, what is going on? So
she got
you know
real
how,
dark.
like in Disney movies,
yeah,
like,
they do like the little shorts,
the little short clips. So
yeah.
it was an Asian. It was mad stereotypical. Like they had mad slanted eyes, and then like when they got surprised, their eyes really open. Yeah. But then when it was calm, they was sleep. But it was a woman and her husband. Her husband was always at work, always away, cheating on her, whatever the case may be, right? So she was making dumplings or whatever.
But
right?
I'm bad. Okay.
So she was making dumplings, and one of the dumplings came alive.
Oh shit!
So she started treating the dumpling as a baby.
Oh.
But at the end, it's all a metaphor, right? So the dumpling, she started treating him.
I didn't know that at first.
As a fucking nobody knew that.
I didn't know that.
So she's raising it, giving it milk. It's going to school. It's doing sports. This, that, and the third, right? So at one point, the dumpling becomes grown. He's like 18 or whatever. So he wants to leave the house. Boy. But she don't want the dumpling to go out into the world because the world is dangerous. So what she does is she eats the motherfucker.
Wait, hold up. Before that, who does he date?
A white woman
with blonde hair.
No, but that's kind of, but Asians do go after white women. Like,
yeah, they do. It's not stereotypical, but I seen it. I don't know if y'all
stereotypical.
Seen it.
That's their fucking I can't think of the word, but that's how they like measure success. Like they think that white women or white people are on their level, so they date white women. It's not.
You're right. You keep going.
I've seen Asian. I've heard Asian people say it. I see Asian people with white women all the time. It's not like it's a fucking anomaly. Like it just happens once in a blue. It's like something that happens.
Yeah, we know. You don't have to explain yourself.
I'm just saying. I just gotta make it clear for people. So niggas will be like, "Oh, you don't like Asians and white people?" Like, nah, nigga, I like everybody. But she ate the dumpling because she didn't want him to go out in the world. But then she felt bad, right? So, like I said, it's all a metaphor. Like she really has a son that she didn't want to go out and experience the world. But then she realized she got to let her son go. She brings the white woman home. The white woman knows how to make dumplings. Like she nice with it.
Word.
And so like the movie ends on that. It's just all a metaphor. But it started off mad cute, but then it got mad real. It scared me like a little bit. I was like, this is mad. Like I thought it was some Bambi shit.
Yo, nigga.
I thought it was like you popped the mom at the beginning, like Dumbo, like your mom in chains and shit. I'm like, the fuck? She just ate the dumpling?
I didn't get it at first, but when she ate the dumpling, I was like, oh shit, this shit got really dark.
And
it was like mad kids in there. I was like, ooh.
I was like, shit.
But then when it kept going, and then the actual sun came through the door, I was like,
oh, I get it now. Yeah, it was like, all right, I get it now.
You know, the Chinese dad pushed him in like,
Yo, I'm just glad I know that sober Bobby and drunk Bobby is both racist.
I'm not racist, man. Come on, man. Nah, you can't get away with making killer with fucking red black lips. Like, fuck out of here, man. Fuck that. We all racist.
No, I'm riding with you, my nigga. So I'm gonna ride with you, but it's just like,
man, we all racist.
Goddamn. Shout out to our sponsor, Pig City.
Yeah.
If you use the code 3 Ninjas Pod, you get 10% off
Asian,
your
right?
order. Yes,
Okay.
I was gonna say that's a horrible time to mention them.
I'm just saying we love Asians over here. We are backed by Asians over here.
Yeah.
We love Asians.
They might be offended.
I don't think they listen to this shit out.
I don't think they listen. They keep sponsoring us, so I know they don't listen.
They'd have been took that code down.
Fuck
your niggas, but
what up?
Make America great again. Well,
What?
Gohan great again. My bad.
Oh,
I'm
what?
sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm
No,
sorry.
he's right.
No, not the Mega.
I know.
Yeah, no, he
I was
corrected
like-
it.
I
I
was
was
like,
to say.
yo, G,
M-A.
I was about to be like, yo,
G-A.
Green
Yeah,
Mike,
it's still
turn
the
that
same
off.
way. It's still a Mega hat.
Yeah, make Gohan
Make
great
Gohan.
again.
No,
Wait.
no.
M-G.
Make
G-A. Yeah. Mga.
MMGGA.
Mga.
M-
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Mga.
All right, so Incredibles, we both give it 8.5.
Yeah.
Has Shane seen it? No. So let's go to Luke Cage right now. I ain't seen Luke Cage, so y'all could go ahead and
You
spoil
ain't?
this shit. I didn't watch one episode. I was watching The Godfather, my
Yo,
nigga. Like,
that shit is better than the first one.
Yeah,
wee,
definitely.
wee. Now I've been hearing mixed reviews on that shit. I've
Nah,
been
ain't
hearing
no-
like, yo, it's dope. It's slow at some points. It seemed like a white person wrote these lines, or like some jive ass motherfucker wrote these corny ass lines. Like, I've been hearing mixed reviews on it.
I mean, that shit was in the first one too. So
It depends what you're talking about because you know you
I
had.
don't
they had
know
the-
what I'm talking about.
Well,
so
no. I'm talking about in general
Yeah,
because
yeah.
if you've seen the first season, you know how they had like the whole '60s theme. When it gets cornballish like that, you know. But on this one, they was letting the niggas fly. Nigga.
Yeah, they was saying.
They was talking real, like real
Nigga.
niggas. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, all right, here we go.
They in
Here we go.
Harlem, so
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
expect y'all to
Yeah.
be like, yeah, we got to incorporate some niggas in there.
Yeah,
That was mad
yeah.
niggas.
They was letting no.
Nigga.
I ain't talking about the cast. I was talking about the speech. They was
Yeah,
letting
like
the niggas
nigga.
fly.
Yeah, they was like saying
Yo,
nigga every
nigga,
other word.
Sometimes you gotta let a nigga fly.
All the time they had to let niggas fly. He was like nigga.
But did y'all watch the complete season?
I did.
I didn't, but Hesh probably did.
I did.
All right,
close.
so what? All right, so I don't know shit. So y'all break it down either episode by episode or your favorite parts or
It
whatever.
was
the
way
case
too
may
many
be.
episodes for episode. And
You
my
want
brain
to
don't.
break down what's going
And
on?
ain't like 13 episodes.
Yeah,
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 it
can't
is.
remember that shit.
Okay, so all right, so
I could break down the gist.
what
of
happened?
it.
Okay, the gist of what happened. What
All right.
happens?
Let me see. Basically, what happened? It takes on right after the first season. Like Luke Cage, he got arrested, but then he got out of jail. Now he's this famous person. So they even got an app about the nigga, like called Hero Watch or some shit
Yeah,
like that.
Hero Finder app or some
Hero
shit like
Finder
that.
app. So every
Okay.
time somebody sees him,
They'll
like
take
they
a picture.
pinpoint where he's at.
Yeah.
So they got Mariah out now. Yo, she's a bitch.
Yeah.
She's but a good bitch. Like like one of those villains where I'm like, yo, I can fuck with it. You remember we was talking about that shit in the later episode we was talking about the villain make the shit?
Yeah.
Yo, her and fucking Bushmaster, yo,
real.
they have a purpose on why
That's
they doing
another-
the shit they doing.
That's one thing I heard was the patois and the shit was horrible.
Yo, no, it wasn't.
Was it?
No.
I don't know Jamaicans, so I
By
can't
who?
tell you.
Jamaicans? If it was by Jamaicans, I understand.
Yeah,
but
if
it was
Jamaicans
by,
saying, yeah, regular niggas.
but that shit felt real to me.
Yeah, it felt real to
because
me.
my baby mama said it, so she
Oh.
yeah.
But she talks normal.
But she Jamaican.
Yeah, but she's Jamaican, so she.
Is it? Because I didn't really see it. Because when I seen it, like, yo, this nigga's doing pretty damn good.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not Jamaican. I thought
Yeah,
that shit
maybe.
was really
And,
regular.
yeah, my aunt dates a Jamaican, so I kind of understand what it sounds
And
like. So
they don't have subtitles.
No, they don't.
they,
So
they
you-
do,
so-
they do,
No,
they do. But,
No, the
but-
option to have subtitles.
no,
or
they,
like
they do. But when they say certain words for kids, they put children. But he's speaking something different.
okay.
So you understand?
no, that's
So-
because you had your subtitles on. They don't have subtitles.
Well, I have my subtitles. Oh no, they don't. They don't.
Okay,
They
yeah,
don't
that's
have.
what
So
I'm saying.
yes.
Oh, you mean like that?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah, like,
when they
yeah,
speak
you gotta
in
turn that shit
Jamaican,
on.
you
It's-
don't know what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah, it's not default. It's
That's
not-
why I gotta turn the
Yeah,
subtitles
nah.
on. I had to turn them shits on. I was like, yo, I gotta know what the fuck they saying.
Yeah, me too. Like
They was like, brethren,
brethren, me dad's.
brethren, be done.
Yo,
Brother.
that shit
Me
made me
child.
want to be Jamaican, yo.
Brother,
Child-
me
yes,
dance.
it did.
I was like, yo, I
Yes,
want to be
it
Jamaican.
did.
Yo, why Jamaicans are so fucking cool?
Yo,
Them niggas
it
is
is.
just cool, yo. I was like,
Yo, they got cool slang for everything. Like
Yo.
a fucking machete is called a lass.
They was like,
Yo, they was-
Oh,
Ross.
nigga, I've been doing that shit. I didn't even know I was in.
what, sucking your teeth? Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm like, what? And I was like,
Yo, they was singing every
Ross.
sample from Dipset album that with the original song.
Yeah, nah.
Back
but
in
that's
the street, they call it murder.
Yeah, I was
Yo,
like-
that shit was crazy.
Nah, but Bushmaster was really good.
Yeah. I didn't expect them because at first when I seen it, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this guy.
Yeah.
But then, like, you know, the more he started talking, and when he got to his origin story, why he was doing it in the first place, I was like, okay, I understand.
And that's what I like, where they fucking give villains real purpose. Yeah,
Some
like he's
purpose.
like he's a villain, but he's doing he's doing this shit for a reason. Like he out here really trying to do it because they fucked over his family and shit.
Yeah.
So he's like, yo, I'm getting my revenge on the Stokes. I'm fucking
Yeah.
Mariah Stokes.
Yeah, they kept
Not
calling
Dillard.
Dillard, like not Dillard,
Stokes.
Stokes. Stokes, not Dillard. It's Stokes.
My
you
you.
getting pissed about.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, nah, fuck that. Nah, but that shit was good.
Yeah. But I like that shit. It was a time where let me see. I started feeling for him more than anything because they said that he built the club.
Yeah.
The Harlem Paradise.
Yeah, his
where they
grandfather
was at.
or whatever.
Yeah, and then they just killed.
And they just fucked him over.
Yeah, they just fucked him over. So they threw. I think the mother threw him out the window or something. They told him to run.
Yeah, so because what happened was like legally, his family owns half of the club and half of their business and shit.
Yeah.
But Mariah's grandmother, and her
Mama
Mama Mabel or whatever, was like, nah, fuck that. We ain't giving you shit. You don't get none of this shit. So what they did is, they firebombed the house and like they was trying to get out the window. He's like, "Ma, you go first." She's like, "No, you go first."
With what? Bushmaster.
Bushmaster alcohol. Yeah,
Molotov.
Yeah, so the Molotov. So was like, "No, you get out, and then you can help me out after." But like as soon as he got out, the house collapsed on her. She was dead. So they murked that nigga. And then after that, they shot the nigga.
Yeah.
Her fucking Uncle Petey shot the nigga in the gut. That's why he got the nightshade, so he can get the fucking magical abilities. Like that shit was quite crazy. They fucked that nigga's whole family up. And it's like, yo, I'm getting my revenge on these niggas. I'm getting the Stokes out of here.
Yeah.
So like the Bushmaster had like the best. He's a villain, so he was definitely and he's out here wilding. So he's killing people and doing wild shit. But like the reason why he was doing it was like a decent not decent because he's still a bad guy, but there was a reason behind it. It wasn't for for nothing. He wasn't just out here wilding. He was definitely way better than this nigga stupid ass brother from the first one. I fucking hated that nigga. He was over the top and stupid. And this nigga was hitting the nigga with the fucking banana way.
Capoeira.
He was fucking that nigga up with that shit. I was like, yo, he's doing it though. Hit a nigga with a flash kick. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
Flash kick the
Not
shit
nigga out, gave him a concussion.
Nah, but this shit is really good. It's actually worth your time checking out. You should definitely check it out. And you can be more on Jamaican after that.
Way better.
I think it's way better than the
second
first season. To me.
Way better than the first season.
All right, y'all done?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Jamaica.
All right, so
I'm gonna be Jamaican from now on for the rest of my life. Get my youth.
That
Brethren.
my-
Ross Clad. Ross.
You know
Rotted.
who I wanted to die though?
Rotted. Who?
Shades.
I like Shades for a while
wanted him
until I
to
found
die,
out.
man.
until I
Juice?
Yes, I wanted him to die.
Yeah, why Juice gotta be gay all the time?
That nigga gay again?
Yeah.
God damn.
Not really, but he kind of was. And you know what I didn't like? Yo, their relationship is creepy as fuck to me. Mariah and Shade shit.
Yeah,
that shit
it's
is
like-
so weird when I see them
every time
together.
Every time they kiss, I
It's like, yeah, me too. I was like, ugh.
That nigga
Like,
did.
nah.
Oh.
I was like, nah, that's no good.
Y'all gotta
bro.
pay me extra because fucking
that's cool.
Alfred Woodard.
Yeah,
You gotta pay me extra.
You
I
gotta
don't
pay me
get,
extra.
yeah, she a legend, but nah,
Yeah,
you
nah.
gotta-
And I'm glad him and Claire broke up. I'm glad about that.
What?
Yeah,
That
'cause
was bad.
No, fuck that. He need to
that-
fuck Jessica.
that make room for Jessica.
Yeah, he gotta give his true baby so she can get her pregnant so she
Oh
can have his
yeah,
baby.
yeah,
Jessica
it
Jones.
does.
Yeah, fuck that.
I like- I
he just
like-
gotta kill her boyfriend real
I
quick.
like
but,
Rosario Dawson though.
no, I mean I like.
Yo, that shit was crazy though. When how they even broke up.
Yeah,
well,
'cause he almost
basically
killed her.
Luke. He
Snap.
had daddy issues. I don't know what's with the second season and daddy issues. Well, parent issues.
Yeah.
Because Jessica Jones,
Had the same
she had
thing.
mama issues, but Luke Cage, he had daddy issues. But it kind of like fit. You know, his father, he was still a Christian, but he was still an asshole.
Yeah.
But not as much as an asshole than he was in the past. And
Wait, wasn't his mother a side chick?
No, his brother's mother was a side
yeah, his
Got
chick.
brother was yeah,
Right.
stepbrother. So
Yeah, half
you know,
brother.
they met whatever, and then they had it out whatever, and then Claire was trying to get him like
talk to him.
clarification to like just accept your father for who he is now, not who he used to be.
Yeah.
Which every time we talk about shit, I always feel like I got a story because my father was kind of an asshole towards me.
Oh, shit.
I ain't gonna bring it up, but I kind of understood what he was going through, and Claire was like, maybe he changed and you ain't changing, and then it got to a point where Luke Cage was punching the wall. He was like, enough, and then he punched the wall like 3 times, and like Claire, I felt like Rosario Dawson went through this in her childhood because she played that part really good,
Yeah.
but she's Colombian, I guess,
Yeah.
so but she's black. So the whole dark and
Afro-Cubano.
light skin thing.
Yeah.
She mentioned that in it, and she was basically saying that when Luke Cage punched the wall, she was like, my parents went through that,
Yeah.
and I told myself I'll never go through that,
Yeah.
and then she just left after that.
because he snapped off and punched the wall, and he would fuck around and punch
shit
her.
got real.
She gonna
Shit
die.
got real.
Like, so it's like I don't feel safe with you right now. Like you're not dealing with your anger issues, so I got to go.
That nigga beat, she ain't died.
I mean,
I'm guessing she alright. Bitch could take a punch.
not his punch.
Yeah, not a full raged out Hulk smash punch.
Nigga, you ever came and
What?
and lose control of yourself, nigga?
Like,
I put a hole through a bitch. I ain't even kidding, nigga.
like Quagmire when he took that pill.
But
Split a bitch in half.
Yeah, no. I give it like a 8 though.
the season, okay.
Yeah,
I gave it an 8 too.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, I give it an 8.5 cause for the it has action in it, and some of the scenes I feel like they could do better with the fight choreography. But the last fight scene with Bushmaster and Luke Cage, I feel like they got it.
Yeah.
But what made me give it an 8.5 was the dramatic shit when I think she go by Black Mariah now, Black Mariah.
Oh, Mariah. Yeah,
She called herself Black Mariah now. Like when she was telling her daughter how she was conceived and she don't really love her. Yo, I was like, that's
there's some fucked up shit in this shit.
Yeah, there's some dramatic shit in it.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Danny Rand for actually not being annoying.
Yeah, he wasn't annoying.
He wasn't annoying. He was actually.
I was like,
so how many of the defenders make a cameo in this?
Just one.
Danny.
Just Danny?
Danny. But he was cool. I was like, oh, you cool. And I was like, gives me hope for
Okay,
season
so
2.
at the end, are they heroes for hire?
No, but they say that
It
it
comes
comes
up a
a
lot.
lot. People have been hiring him to do shit, even though everybody that hires
a
him
lot.
dies. So he actually didn't get paid by anybody for doing the hero shit. And then it ends wild a little bit. I don't know if y'all want to do spoilers for that, but
Y'all niggas already spoiled the whole shit.
yeah, go ahead.
I mean,
Well, yeah, like he ends. So basically,
fuck.
so
God
ba-
damn. Wow.
wow.
All right, go ahead. No,
Oh,
I don't want to hear it, but it's a show.
oh yeah. It ends. It
Can't
ends
think
with
about me.
it ends with Luke Cage being like a crime boss. So Mariah gives him control of the club.
It's
So-
Mystique. Seeing how that happens.
Yeah,
But, okay.
so he gets the club. So basically, he built a wall around Harlem. He told all of the crime bosses, "You stay out." And it's like, so now he's in the club up in the room, staring. He took the Biggie poster down, put up a picture of Ali. Yeah,
Of who?
huh? He put up a picture of Ali, and it's like, So now he in the club, and now he the boss. Him and Sugar taking over and shit. And like it ends with like Misty in there talking to him and shit. And then
Misty got the bionic arm, by the way.
yeah, she got the arm and shit. Yeah, and then like
Y'all heard Rakim's in it. He's in it, right?
yeah, Rakim's in it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then like
You know who else is in it? The chick that played Faith in Notorious. She had a big ass head.
The chick that played Faith,
Faith,
or is
the
Faith
chick,
Evans
the chick
in it?
that played
I mean,
Faith.
Faith was
in
in
Notorious.
there too.
Oh.
Is she? Who
No,
is
the
she?
chick that played Faith in Notorious. She was
Yeah.
a detective that defected and came back. The light.
Oh, that's a chick. That's a chick that
Yes,
played Faith.
play Faith. She got a big ass head.
Oh, she do, but
Light skinned niggas had big ass heads. I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
oh, that's why she could sing
They
like
still,
that.
they still
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. That's
I
what
was
she was
like, 'cause
like.
she was
That's what she
singing, I
made
was
a
like-
joke. Like maybe you should go for the voice or some shit. Like they was cracking jokes.
Oh, that's why she
Yeah,
could sing like that. I was
yeah,
wondering why she was
yeah,
singing,
yeah,
and I was like,
yeah.
oh, she could sing. I was like, oh shit.
She got a big ass head.
I still beat.
Yeah,
But
fact.
yo, to me, Faith Evans still look good.
Yeah, I was just gonna say because Faith was in there. Faith and Jada was.
Faith-
They had
Faith-
Faith
Oh,
and
they was?
Jada. Yeah, Faith and Jada was
I
up
ain't
there,
see
and I was
that.
like, damn, Faith titties.
Faith is still bad to
It's
me.
like Faith titties was looking amazing.
Like she's still in my top 5. Like
Yo, she can get it.
of like 90s chicks.
Okay,
But,
okay, you say 90s.
let's stay in Marvel. So Infinity War passes the $2 billion mark, right?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Do we think Part 2 is gonna do that?
Yes.
Why?
Because niggas
Because
is
it's the
ready.
conclusion.
Yeah, niggas is ready.
Yeah, but do niggas care about the conclusion? Because the casual.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna say yes, just because niggas was like, how you gonna do what you did to all these niggas? We gotta know what happened.
And I know what happened. Yeah.
We gotta know what happened.
It was one big movie in the first place,
Yeah.
but they had to split it up. It was
Because it'll be like an 8-hour movie.
yeah, it was gonna be Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2.
Yeah.
I ain't want that.
So now it's gonna be Infinity.
Yeah, so they split it.
Whatever the fuck
Whatever.
they call it. Yeah.
Whatever. I
Captain
think-
Marvel
Yeah.
Rising.
Something
Okay.
like that.
So Captain Marvel is set to take the lead in the MCU after this, right?
Yeah.
So will people watch an Avengers movie led by a woman?
I hope
It's
so.
gonna be bad.
I don't know. Because this goes back to the same conversation we were just having earlier with these nerds and them disliking women and being upset and like even though it's a natural progression and she's one of the strongest characters, period. And it's not like them pulling it out their ass. We'll see. I hope so. And I guess it all depends on the movie, right? If the movie's actually good, which with their track record so far, I have every reason to believe it's going to be at least decent. So if that's good, her showing in Avengers is good, then why wouldn't they?
I think that because she's going to become the lead and become the focal point, that it might the Marvel franchise of Avengers might take a dip. It might.
No, I believe that.
It might take a dip, and then at that point, I think personally, that's where DC could slide in something.
Well, it depends.
They can slide in a movie that's gonna like, all right, so niggas ain't really feeling this, so you can slide in with anything, as long as you make a good movie with a good storyline, good backgrounds and costumes and shit like that. You make everything aesthetically good. You can slide in something, then DC could be like, okay, we got something right here because they on the decline because they got a woman at the helm now.
I mean, but I don't see that same flack with Wonder Woman. But at the same time, I would
not the
believe
focal
that.
point,
Yeah, but I would believe she's
high up there.
considered to have one of the best DC
movies, but she wasn't the focal point of everything.
I feel like
she's not the Iron Man.
But the only reason she had a movie is because like you got to do Superman.
They're
Batman,
the Trinity.
Wonder Woman.
They're the Trinity. But at the same time, I feel like she's the focal point because why is it that after a year later you're doing a Wonder Woman movie, but Batman didn't have a sequel yet?
Because that's the movie that got the best reviews.
Man of
out of
Steel
everything. Like,
didn't have so she's the lead. Whether you want to admit it or not,
she'll never be the lead.
She's the lead.
Over Superman and Batman, she will never.
She's
be the lead.
Over
anything.
Why are they?
I don't care how good.
Why are they
looks.
Why are they doing her movie first instead of Man of Steel that came out how many years ago?
Because they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Exactly. So she's the lead. No, they don't want to say it, but she's the lead.
They're doing what they know how to do. They're
she's
going.
The lead,
they're going
man.
with what works.
She's the lead.
No, fuck. She will never be the lead on screen. Just because they put out a movie and it did good, and they're gonna put out another movie, they don't know if it's gonna do that good again.
Wait, hold up. She's the lead. What are you saying? That's like
I understand what Bobby's saying.
If you sell ice creams and you sell Jolly Ranchers and you sell chips, if ice cream is selling the most, you mean to tell me you're not gonna sell that more? That's the lead at the point. They're not saying it, but it is. So the only difference between Marvel and DC is that Marvel's actually saying, Captain Marvel is the lead.
That bitch gotta be a Jolly Rancher because she never gonna be ice cream.
I see what Bobby's saying. Like by default, she's ended up being the lead.
They're not saying it, but she is.
But here's the difference. If they could do better, they would do. Like if they could shift the focus point to someone else, they would. And I think that's different than Marvel's approach, where they're saying actively like this is who we want to back going forward versus this is who we have to back because we have no other choice. I think that's the difference. Marvel's choice is effort on purpose to make her the focus. Wonder Woman is the focus because they don't know what the fuck they're doing over there and shit's fucked up and she just happened to make the best movie that they had, so they're gonna roll with it. So like say Aquaman comes out and this shit fucking makes $18 billion, they're gonna say fuck you, Wonder Woman. Aquaman's the king now.
Aquaman.
Like, and
you
I'm
really
not
want Aquaman to be your goddamn lead,
but because
Batman, hell no,
because DC doesn't have the same kind of structure, so they're just grasping the straws. They're trying to make anything work. Wonder Woman worked. Oh, that worked, so we gotta get another one out as soon as possible.
That's the whole reason they picked fucking Jason Momoa.
So like, I think
they
that's
needed someone intimidating because
Well,
Aquaman, Matt. Niggas ain't never like Aquaman.
Well, Jason Momoa.
Aquaman drawn in any fucking iteration has never looked like Jason Momoa. I want to hear that shit.
Well,
he didn't look like Jason Momoa, but Aquaman.
Okay, so when you got to put something physically on screen for people to see, and that's gonna draw women.
But they went a different route. They didn't go the whole white man.
If Aquaman do numbers, it's all because of Jason Momoa.
Yeah, because they went the
storyline or nothing.
Because they went the Islander route. They didn't go the whole white man with blonde hair. They went we're gonna go with a fucking Hawaiian.
Yeah. First off, Aquaman ill.
To who?
Well,
to women?
I'm not talking about Jason
I've seen
Momoa.
women now like I'm going to see Aquaman.
Aquaman
Bitch,
is
you ain't never read a comic in your life.
I meant
Aquaman
the character, not Aquaman Jason Momoa.
What? Because he can call a fucking killer whale at will?
He can throw a shark at niggas.
I didn't like
That's
Aquaman. I didn't like Aquaman. I didn't like Aquaman until he started being like dominant over people. Like when I first seen like I forgot what DC movie it was, but he had hookers at hand, and this nigga was like,
Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah, but this nigga was like on some shit like, nah, you can't come down here, you can't come to Atlantis. I like that.
But that's been Aquaman. What fuck? That's the problem. Aquaman kind of been like that. What fucked Aquaman up for people is the '70s cartoon.
The Justice Friends.
The Justice Friends. That's what fucked it up. But Aquaman, especially when they hit New 52 Aquaman, like he's way different than like that. Like, but people's perception of Aquaman is just the Justice Friends shit, and that's what fucks him up. And like they think it's just like he's just a goofy dude, talks to the fish and all of this shit. But yeah, nah, this nigga commands the 7 seas. He's fucking almost as strong as Superman and shit. Like he's strong and he can summon a shark and throw it at your face and throw shark tornadoes and shit. Like it's wild. Like he's cool. He's pretty cool. Fucking stabbing a nigga in the throat with a trident and shit. Like he's
cracking.
Yeah, like he had the cracking and shit. Like he's not like super corny. I'm not gonna say like, oh my god, Aquaman is the greatest thing in the universe, but he's definitely way cooler than I think people give a nigga credit for. Right?
Yo, did we point out the fact that Hesh called it?
What?
Were they showing the Aquaman?
Oh yeah,
I told you.
Nerds congregate.
I know. Yeah, because when nerds are born, nigga.
Now, being at the show in this trailer at San Diego Comic-Con, what do you think the reaction will be? Do you think they'll show everything that they need to show to get people intrigued, or what do you think is going to happen in this trailer?
I hope to God they do. They okay. So here's the thing: the movie comes out in December.
Yeah. So what do we expect?
Oh my God, they have to show so much in this trailer. I think they have
can't
to
be like Venom.
No, it can't be like the Venom trailer. So they got to show what the underwater stuff looks, because that's very important. If it looks super dumb, that's gonna fuck the movie up off rip. If 90% of the movie's underwater and that effect looks stupid, which it did in.
I don't think I like that though.
I didn't like it in Justice League the way they showed it. I didn't like it. So I'm concerned about that fact that they're gonna do this underwater shit. How's that work?
Yeah, I kind of have fears for the.
I prefer them to have like Atlantis be like a bubbled off place where there's like regular oxygen, so they could just talk regular instead of it just being a whole underwater thing. So, but that's not the approach they seem to have going with it. So we gotta see what that looks like. We gotta see the villain or one of the villains is gonna be Orm, or they're gonna show Black Manta.
Yeah,
they gotta show. They gotta show what that looks like and make that look cool. And they gotta make people care. They gotta make it look good. Like everything's riding on this.
I think what they'll do is
a lot is riding on this.
They'll show damn near all the good parts, and in the trailer, then all the women gonna be wet because it's Jason Momoa.
Water.
I'm telling. Watch.
King of the sea.
And then at some point in the trailer, like maybe towards the end, they're gonna have him summon the biggest fucking whale, a shark, an unknown creature, and then they're gonna have everybody hype for Aquaman. There's gonna be some type of slow him coming out the water all wet, and then women gonna go like, "Oh, it's Jason Momoa," and then niggas gonna be hype. Like, oh, it's Aquaman, but then niggas gonna realize, oh, it's Aquaman. Niggas gonna hype the fuck back down. Like, I don't know.
It's
like, I'm telling you, like, this it's gonna get you hype, but then you're gonna realize it's Aquaman. There's only so much that even comics have done with Aquaman that that everything they've never shown Aquaman in a dominant light where he's just like, this nigga get down.
Yo, this nigga get busy. You wild.
No, he gets busy, but to like the regular consumer.
I mean,
you gotta actually like read like certain comics, or you gotta look at certain movies or something like that. Like, yo, Aquaman get busy. He just looked like a bitch in how they portray him.
I mean, in the DC movie, The Flashpoint, this nigga got down.
Yo, he was fucking warring with the Amazons and shit. Like,
but I'm just saying we can.
I understand.
We can probably count on two hands how many times we've seen Aquaman get busy.
Yeah.
But we can count. We can run out of fingers and toes and limbs when we see Batman.
Yeah, we talking
mad
about
gadgets.
Yeah, we talking about the casual
Superman.
Right,
mad gadgets, nigga. I mean, not gadgets, but just powers.
And
Wonder Woman got the rope. She got an invisible jet.
Yeah. We haven't seen
this
yet.
nigga got killer whale.
Did this nigga just say that we haven't seen yet?
It's oxymoron.
Well, I mean, I don't think. Yeah, he's just.
It's oxymoron.
I don't think it was on purpose, and we haven't seen it. Yeah. It just don't exist.
Yo, I love Bobby.
I don't know. I'm tentatively excited for Aquaman. I really want it to be good.
I want it to be good too, because I want to have faith in Aquaman, and I actually like Jason Momoa.
Me too.
Yeah.
I want him to get his just due. I want this to be one of his biggest roles where he's like, yo, Jason Momoa is a full-fledged actor. I think they put him in the same vein as Thor type of thing.
Yeah.
It's like he's just like the big handsome guy.
Yeah,
like that,
handsome,
like
funny guy.
yeah, like he's not really there for the theatrics. And he's just there to look good and that type of shit.
Get the bitches.
Yeah, I just want him to be respect. I like Jason Momoa.
I just want DC to get their shit together. That's what's fucking me up.
Now, MCU screenwriter said the best thing for the DCEU can do right now is to not worry about universe building.
To me, I disagree with that slightly, because to me, the issue with the DC movies isn't the world building per se. It's how they chose to go about the world building is the issue to me.
Nah, somebody at DC got to clap this nigga because he just said basically all y'all niggas is my sons. Y'all can't do shit right.
What?
I mean, yeah.
To say, yo, the best for a nigga to somebody from a rival company say, yo, what
I can
y'all
fix
niggas
this.
need to do is not worry about this, not worry about the universe building, and just worry about creating good content.
He's saying make a good movie first,
He
nigga.
said, yo, Marvel.
But that's true because that's
It's
what
true.
Marvel did.
Yeah.
First.
And it's like when I said in the past episodes, I was like, yo, maybe it was a good idea that Marvel didn't have all the licensing because that shit would have got wild.
It forced them
real
to be
quick.
creative.
Yeah.
And again, like first, and that's what I'm saying. And that's why what my point was. It's not the world building per se; it's how they went about it. People forget the reason. The reason some of the shit in the more movies are the way they are now is because they had all this time to build upon the shit. But if you look back at Iron Man, that's the movie. It was just it. The only thing they did was here's a cameo from Nick Cage, and he says, "Oh, here's this thing called the Avenger Initiative," and that's it. That's all. So that lets you know that there's Shield exists. They had Coulson, so the Shield exists, but that's nothing major. So there's other things going on in the world, and it's like, oh, future thing. And then you go to the Hulk movie, and the only thing they have is Robert Downey Jr. just shows up to see Thunderbolt Ross. Oh, they're in the same world, but it's not relying on everything. It's like it's way different than the shit that they did. It wasn't, oh, here's a Superman movie, and then in your next movie, Batman is mad. Now we're gonna fight Superman, and Wonder Woman shows up, and we fight Doomsday, and we kill Superman. Yeah, it's not like they didn't do. So it was like they baby stepped it. These niggas was trying to fucking make the world without making the characters.
Yeah, they were trying to catch up.
Yeah, so they should have made the characters first, so people care about the fucking characters.
Yeah, and somebody said, somebody in the comment section was like, how would you create it? Something like that. Well, basically, you got the Trinity. You have Batman, you have Superman, you have Wonder Woman. Focus on them two. Just make them 3 standalone movies. Yeah. Like probably like Superman first, Batman second, then Wonder Woman. Then make that Batman versus Superman shit.
Don't even make that yet.
No, you could. You could build on it. Then you make the Flash shit after that. Then you make the Cyborg shit after that. Then you make some Justice League shit just to tie everybody in if you're gonna bring Superman back to life. Like all that shit could have tied in, but it was just like they were playing catch up the whole fucking time.
I still think it's too soon to kill Superman before you even have Superman.
It was.
That's why I said don't do the BVS shit. Just for me, do Superman movie, fine. Do Batman movie, fine. Do a Wonder Woman movie, and then maybe do Flash, Aquaman. Pick a character. Make sure those are good, and like you can do like small shit, so you can have Superman. Like you could you could literally kept Man of Steel 90% of the way it was, and then just. Maybe at the end of that movie, you have fucking Alfred talking to Bruce Wayne about, oh, did you see what happened in Metropolis? It's like, yeah. As he's putting a cowl on, getting ready to go do his nice shit, so that establishes that Batman stays. Then you do a Batman movie that's generally focused on Batman, and maybe Lois shows up or something like the small shit like that to build up the fact that these worlds are all connected. Yeah. Don't make Gotham and Metropolis across the street from each other, because that's stupid.
That shit is literally across some water.
Fucking don't do that.
That shit is like Bridgeport and fucking what is it?
Like Stratford or Trumbull.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say in New York.
Yeah, right across the bay. That's kind of what it was. Like, I mean,
you know, Seaside Park, you can see New York.
Yeah,
right there.
It
was
that's dumb.
That close.
Because that's stupid to have the world's strongest man right next to Gotham, and Gotham have all that fucking crime when he can have super speed. But anyway, so then,
go ahead.
Then I was just gonna be like, you do that, do your Wonder Woman movie,
just
do it better, make it explain away how she's fucking just disappeared for 80, 90 years, which I don't like. But yeah, focus on that first. Make that good.
The Rock.
Small. It's the Rock. No, he right. And then you use things that tangentially connect them. Have a side character show up.
What was that word?
Tangentially.
Another word.
Yo, what the fucking
Heshisms. That's what it is. Heshisms.
Fucking $80,000 words, nigga.
I'm sorry.
Nah, you smart ass nigga.
But I'm just saying, do that, and then just ease into the shit. Don't just start swinging.
I don't even know what that means.
Is that a word?
Yes, I'm pretty sure. It sounds like it. That nigga Hesh is a fucking scholar.
Nah, just.
But since we talk about Gotham, so Matt Reeves is talking about rebooting Batman without Ben Affleck, though.
What did I tell you guys?
Yeah, you was right.
Mad episodes ago. This is the 90s all over
again.
But we
all knew Ben Affleck as Batman wasn't going to last long. It didn't feel right. For me, it didn't feel right. He didn't want to be a part of it. It seemed like he became... He said he didn't want to be a part of it. Then someone convinced him to be back. Like, yo, we're going to do this, that, and the third. We're going to involve you in this, that, and the third. And they didn't come through on those promises. And then he said, yo, fuck this again. And then Matt Reeves was like, all right, nigga, Took my dick, nigga. Get out of here.
Because what it started out as, he was supposed to direct and write the Batman film, and then it dropped out to him just basically just whittled down to him just acting it. And I think he was like, well, that's not what I want. And I think so. Then he's like, I don't want to do this anymore.
I don't want to do this shit no more.
Yeah.
Take him off ball and I'm going home.
Listen, if he doesn't want to do it, then fine, get the fuck out and don't do it, and get somebody new. Again, this is where my issue comes with, because then how the fuck does this work? Because you're trying to build the world, but then you're doing reboots and getting new characters, and so now even before, does it take place in the past? Is it current? And then how does it tie in? It's a whole new Batman.
Dog, DC stands for discombobulated.
Yeah, for real. So like
they don't know. They are trying to put out a fucking forest fire with a water gun. Okay, we know what's gonna happen. They're gonna get somebody, but it's not gonna be the same. It's a fucking dumpster fire.
But I mean, Batman is easy. Batman is easy.
It is,
to do.
but it's all over the place. Like I said, mad episodes ago, it's the 90s all over again. I told y'all this. They got fucking comedians trying to act serious roles. It's like, man, it's been done before. So it's like they thinking about somebody suggested John Hamm being Batman. You know who John Hamm is?
Yeah.
Who is that?
John
You ever seen
Draper.
the Bridesmaids? You ever seen Bridesmaids? You know the dude that was fucking her at the beginning? Like him.
Fuck him.
He's alright. You know why they said that? Because I think he might make a good Bruce Wayne. Maybe not a good Batman.
He does. I ain't gonna lie,
per se, because they're talking about because he was a madman, so he got that regal and that business suit type of shit. So I think
they all over the place right now. Like shit is the 90s all over again. Like I said,
I'm drunk and I had a thought. Right? Yo, if they made a Rick and Morty movie, you know who make a great Rick?
Who?
Fucking Jim Carrey.
Yeah, he would. He would.
I was thinking Doc Ock just because.
Doc Ock? Who?
The Doc from fucking Back from the Future. The Doc.
Oh, Christopher Lloyd.
He mad old.
He
He's too old.
Christopher
No.
Lloyd is decrepit.
He
Morty.
Yeah, I mean that's who it's based off of. So obviously, yeah.
But
he crusty now. He crusty.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put that in there. Just a random thought came to my head.
Yeah, these niggas.
But let's talk about Disney. Disney boosted their bid to Fox by 71.
Comcast can suck all the dirt.
71.3 billion.
That's a lot, goddamn.
And then they won. So congrats to them.
Oh, they won it?
Yeah, they won.
Oh, it's official?
It's official now.
Like a ref with a whistle?
It's approved.
I think so, yes.
So
now, do we get
Hallelujah.
X-Men, Fantastic Four, Doctor Doom, Silver Surfer, all that good shit in Marvel movies now?
Oh,
no, but do we get it like soon?
Oh, no.
I say 2 years, 2-3 years.
Yeah, because if they're smart, because I think Marvel is smart and they know what they're doing, so they don't want to. Just because they got it, they're gonna.
Do they throw them in somewhere, or do they give them their own arcs
Now
first?
I think if the research is still happening and this shit is actually official, maybe there's a chance to throw like a little tag at the end of Avengers 4 to get you ready for some shit. But I don't think I think they have a set plan of what they're gonna do. I think they'll stick with it for the most part. But I mean, they move stuff around. So when they got the Spider-Man stuff, they jostle the script around. so they're willing to move stuff around.
3 ninja podcast word right there.
Exactly.
Yo,
so
we need a shirt with a bunch of heshisms.
Yeah. So I think there's room to do that, but if they're smart, I don't think they're gonna just put out a movie next month. Like they're gonna develop it properly. I hope.
You hope.
I feel like the easiest franchise they can incorporate into this shit would be Fantastic Four.
Because
just to redeem themselves.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you make a good Doctor Doom and they sell the Avengers Tower, that could be the Baxter
building right there.
So you got it right there. That's just set up right there. X-Men, I could wait for it, even though I don't want to, but I could wait for it.
I feel like you got to get these characters completely right when it comes to facial recognition, when it comes to acting chops, when it comes to like certain stuff. You got to get what we have before is shit. We can't keep putting shit.
It doesn't even have to be perfect. It just has to be
Wolverine.
better.
I'm talking about.
He's talking about Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, when it comes to that, we
they just gotta do better.
Even with X-Men too, like the fucking Storm, Cyclops was cool. Storm, even with Days of Future Past,
Mystique was cool.
I like their look. Yeah,
I like Mystique. The original Mystique?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
I don't like Jennifer Lawrence.
I don't like Jennifer Lawrence. She was fucking the dude from Full House.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Wait.
Rebecca, no.
No. Yes. Rebecca remains Stamos. Yes.
She was fucking Jesse.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't like her.
No?
I didn't like her.
I did.
She's a model. She didn't.
But she did good.
Every time I see Mystique's like an acrobat. She can fight. This,
She
that,
was
and the
doing
third.
that.
Yeah,
She
Titties was
was on the
jiggling.
floor. Yeah.
That was special. That was not.
She was
not-
majestic.
That wasn't special
Majestic.
effects. It was a double. It was strings. It was
but
this, that, and the third. Like
it was
I would rather someone that can actually like.
You rather have
Oh,
like a real
front flip.
actress.
Different.
like a front flip. It could do a kick and shit like
That's a
that.
key.
Like,
Jennifer Lawrence, I'm not feeling it though.
No, yeah, she
Jennifer
done.
Lawrence is
I
too
think
light.
she in this
I
last
liked
one.
her more than Rebecca.
Nah, she's too light. She's too
honestly.
light. That is not Mystique from the comic books.
It's not,
Like,
but
she was too
I,
light.
Well, neither one of those was mistakes from the comic
Well,
books.
Thank you.
Nah, the model was little boy
Butt-ass
vicious.
naked
She had a
Mystique.
vicious like kind of look to
Yeah.
her. Like she
Butt-ass
didn't speak
naked
much,
Mystique.
but you know when she
but
fucked shit.
that's all you care about.
I know, right? Ass and titties. That's what you care about. Huh?
I
Ass,
mean,
Yeah, I'm
ass
just,
titties, huh?
is there anything else?
Yeah, I
to
can't
like?
take you to no Comic-Con, huh?
hell
Yeah, I want to see Hesh around like beautiful women.
Nah,
Nigga,
you
I
don't
want
wanna
to see Hesh
that.
around like some real ones.
Nah, you want to see that.
Cosplay doesn't mean consent. All right?
Nah, chill. I'm about to be socially awkward like these Messi's niggas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be mad socially awkward, like, oh shit, dog.
Shit. Cosplay doesn't mean. Yeah, that was good.
I mean, because it's facts.
I don't know if I'm drunk or what, but that was good. So, y'all done with this?
I don't know. Fucked up my thought. I think I had another thought, but that fucked me up.
We talking
X-Men.
about X-Men.
Oh, yeah.
We talking about Disney.
Yeah, that's pretty
X-Men,
much.
do-
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I
What
hope
do we
they win
get?
it.
Yeah, Comcast is suck a dick.
Yeah, word.
I need that shit back.
Now,
Need all that.
and good news for I want to say me. I just want to speak for me. So TMNT, another TMNT movie is back in the works.
But isn't it from Michael
directed.
Bay and all that shit?
I don't know.
I
But
think it
I know they
is.
got a new writer, and I think they should just reboot this whole shit. Since we're doing a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
reboots,
They
and, you know,
should.
they should
But
they should
we'll,
take shit from the old movies, take shit from the new movies, take the new origin story from the IDW comics. And just mesh all that together and make a new Ninja Turtles movie. It should be dark, but not too dark.
Yeah.
It should, like I said, it should have the origin story from the IDW comics. You know,
Human-sized turtles.
I mean, that from the new movies. I kind of like the fact that they had like clothes. Was like, you know, you're gonna be
Sort of distinct.
yeah. They're kind of distinct. They're like
Yeah.
some are bigger than others. You know, I kind of like that.
That's cool.
I just don't like how they made Donnie a bitch. That's the only thing I don't like. Because I always watch the first one. I watched that at least once a month, right? And they was all equally yoked. Like
Yeah, ready.
Michelangelo was shorter than everybody, but he could still get
Yeah,
down with
he
niggas.
get
But
busy.
Donnie wasn't no bitch.
Yeah.
Because at the beginning, where
He was the mediator.
no, but even
Oh, because he's a nerd now, so he's
Yeah,
more
yeah,
nerd.
he's a
so,
nerd
yeah.
now.
Come on,
But
guys.
in the beginning, when Raph lost his side.
Yeah, he was
He
pissed.
told Splinter, he was like, I can get it back. But then Don put his hand on his shoulder. And Raph said, get the fuck off me. And then Donnie pushed him back. And that nigga looked at him like, yo, if Splinter wasn't here, I fucked you up. He was like, and then Splinter said something. He was like, all right, man, whatever.
He's like, don't look at me like I'm small,
Yo,
nigga.
Donnie got down in that movie. He was fucking niggas up. He wasn't no bitch. I just hate how they made him now. But I
Yeah.
feel like if they incorporated a lot of the stuff and they didn't actually make a Ninja Turtles 3 from this new type of thing,
Yeah, that's my fear.
Don't do
it'll be
that.
dope. Because like the origin story that they got in the IDW comics, I think is dope.
Yeah.
Where as it's not like they're in a glass jar, they just happen to fall on some ooze and they just become turtles and shit.
I wouldn't mind that.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it if they told it in a dope way, but I like how they did in IDW, where it was like it's set in ancient Japan. Shredder and Splinter are a part of a gang. Splinter says, "I ain't with this shit no more." Shredder says, "Oh, you just gonna leave? Got you." So he's controlling the Foot Clan. He goes and tries to find Splinter. They killed his wife already, so they run in the hills or whatever with his 4 sons or whatever. So they go in the hills. Shredder finds him. Shredder ties him up, and he kills them.
Oh shit.
But before he kills them, like he kills the sons first.
Yeah.
And as they're dying, like in the comic, you can see like, how do I want to put it? Like how they are, you can see that in their facial expression. Like when he's about to chop their heads off, like Leonardo's at peace, like he's like meditating.
Yeah.
Raph is like
Angry,
angry
but
and crying.
Yeah.
Michelangelo's hysterically crying.
Yeah, he's like, oh.
Donatello's like he's like confused, like he's trying to like get
Calculate,
out the
yeah,
knots,
he's trying to figure some
but
shit
then
out,
he
yeah.
kills the kids first, right? So he kills them, and then Splinter says to Shredder, like, I'm gonna be back, like I'll see you in my next life.
Yeah.
So he kills Splinter, but then when he wakes up, he's in like a tank or a tube as a rat. Then he looks over and he sees his 4 sons, but he remembers everything.
Oh shit.
So it's like, and he's
It's hot right there. Take notes.
Yeah, take notes, nigga.
they're in a lab being tended to by April. April's not a reporter. She's like a scientist or like she works in a lab or something like
She
that.
black?
Nah, far from it.
She white.
And like they just, I forget what happens, but like I said, the origin story is dope.
Yeah.
So I like that one.
That seems mad dark. I don't think they're gonna go with
Yeah,
that
but
one.
it makes way more sense.
But
no, that's cool though.
It like the turtles like slowly remember shit because I think April like they turn into like I think she's their mother, like reincarnated somehow.
Oh wow.
Because
I don't know about that.
this happens in ancient Japan, so this happened like mad years ago. But
Yeah.
like Splinter dies, and then like it's almost
instantly
he wakes up as a rat. Like he realizes he's a rat.
Wait, then what happened to Shredder?
No, he lives.
Oh, okay.
He's just living,
I got you.
controlling
From
shit,
all these years?
taking over Japan. I don't know, my nigga.
Probably like 2 decades.
Nigga, it's a comic. It's sci-fi. I don't know what the fuck works and what doesn't.
I'll give it 3 decades.
Okay,
Like 2, 3 decades.
so he's just chilling. He wakes up and like, oh, and then we became turtle. Like he didn't learn fucking ninjutsu from a book.
He knew it already.
He found his he knew it
He
from
was
his
like,
past.
yeah, that
life.
was so goddamn.
That was the stupidest shit.
from a book.
That pissed me the fuck. Matter of fact, I gotta get off this because it's making me upset. But I think if they do something like that, I think that the
that
turtles
sounds
could
way
work.
better
If,
than
if,
what
Yeah, I know.
if they make it not as lighthearted but not dark, if they find a
middle ground,
middle
yeah.
ground where they can have it, you know, for like the old heads, but have it catered to some type of young crowd, they can do it like that. But I don't know. I just don't want to see mad CGI and stuff like. I actually like the costumes, but from what I hear with the costumes in the 90s, that was a lot of work, and niggas was losing weight and passing out.
Dying.
with costumes.
Yeah,
Like
sweaty
it was a
suits.
lot of shit. But shout out to Jim Henson, yo, rest in peace.
But you can still do that. Just have them like regular size.
Nah,
they
but
don't have
it's-
to be 6 foot.
It's certain shit you could pull off with CGI, obviously, that you can't pull off with like a rubber costume. But the
Yeah.
way they was getting down in the first movie, you could swear like that shit was, to me, that was like fuck. That shit was dope to see, but it was just the fact when you read the behind the scenes shit, it was like,
Them
oh,
niggas was
like
dying.
them niggas was dying in costume. They was in the south in like 100-degree heat, and then the costume was like 120, and then like you got to do all these tricks and flips and shit.
Yeah, well,
It's a lot of shit to do in them costumes.
CGI came a long way, so you know we already seen what happened with the Infinity War shit, which it
I don't
doesn't
know.
really have to be that good, but at the same time, I feel like they could do it.
If done right, it'll be dope.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is. But speaking of movies that are supposed to be coming out or that want to come out, Jordan Peele wants to do a Gargoyles movie.
Yep. Let him do it. Do it. Fucking do it. Do it. Do
Brooklyn,
it.
Bronx, Queens, all that.
Goliath.
I'm not fully on board with this, but I'm going out on a limb and saying I like this idea from Jordan Peele because I put Jordan Peele in the same vein as I put Donald Glover now.
Yeah, he's
Like
out there.
if this KKK movie comes out and this Us movie that he's gonna put out next year is good, then
Yeah.
I can fully put my trust in Jordan Peele that he's gonna do something that's gonna exceed my expectations.
I just want a Gargoyles movie.
I want a Gargoyles. I want a Gargoyles cartoon reboot before I want a Gargoyles movie.
I don't think so.
Nah, because they're gonna fuck it up. They're gonna make the Gargoyles go.
Yep.
Gargoyles was dark.
But
That
I
shit
don't-
was
but
serious.
I don't know how Gargoyles will look in CGI. I don't know if it's gonna have that same nostalgic effect.
I feel like it
Oh,
will
I
because
think
it'll be
it'd
dark
be
all the
good.
time.
But
Imagine seeing
but
that.
It'll be
effect.
dark all the time.
Yeah.
yeah, but a lot of people don't.
Oh, that's true.
A lot of younger people that are into this sci-fi shit right now, they don't remember Gargoyles. I barely remember Gargoyles. I don't remember watching every episode of Gargoyles, but when it came on, I sat down and watched it.
Yeah,
But I don't know if I want to see a CGI Gargoyles.
I do.
I want to.
I think it'll be dope to see like.
But then how do you do that practical? Niggas with the big ass wingspans and all that
Right.
shit. That's, I think it,
I know, but I'm saying I don't know if they can honestly do a CGI Gargoyles.
I mean,
It's gonna
it-
pique my interest.
You know what I think I'll probably get a heads up to that whether to do it or not is if Hellboy is good. If Hellboy is good, then I think that's a goal for it.
Okay,
that's possible.
It's pretty close.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Because that's practical. Because that's gonna be practical.
Yeah.
Like his costume and shit. So
Yeah.
Death of Superman leaks.
Boom, boom. The trailer.
Trailer leaks.
Yeah.
The movie's supposed to come out on July 24th, but the quote unquote leak happened what
Like a
maybe
week
sometime
ago.
a week ago. Do we think that this leak was on purpose or someone actually like found this content and leaked it themselves? 'Cause I think that DC just has such a bad track record. They were like, "Yo, we're gonna say somebody leaked this."
Nah, I want animated shit though. The animated shit is the one thing they got unlocked. That's their bread and butter.
Shit, I'm surprised when he leaked the Aquaman trailer.
Yeah, that's what needs to
That
leak.
shit is under wraps. Like 2 people know where that's at.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but I was watching the Death of Superman. I kind of liked it.
I liked it too. It was
Yeah,
cool.
the trailer looks
Yeah,
cool.
they showing how they like basically beat all the fucking Justice
Justice League
League
niggas
ass.
is like Superman. You can't hold back.
Yeah, so it kind of ties into the the original, what was the last one? The Doomsday movie, the anime movie back in like the 90s and shit like that. It kind of ties into that.
Did it come out that long? I think it was sooner than that.
Yeah,
it was,
2000, some shit
yeah,
like that.
like
Whatever.
2010.
It's
I know what
like,
you're talking
it's like
about.
what happened before that.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, all right, I'm with it.
Well, yeah, I think that's where it starts. It just starts out a little further back before, and then when right when he shows up.
Yeah,
so
but
there's like some backstory, I guess.
Is it gonna be better than Batman vs Superman?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the bad part.
Already we've had I don't know how many movies with the Superman in it, like 6, maybe even a little bit more. So we actually know who the fuck this Superman is a little bit. And we've had some growth with this motherfucker. So when he dies, it might actually mean something to some people.
Right.
Imagine that. Imagine getting to know a character before you fucking kill him.
See, you know what's funny? The animated shit is doing the universe better than the actual shit.
Yes.
The live shit.
I know they probably don't have the same studios or writers or something like that.
No, they don't.
But why don't they
cross-pollinate?
Yes.
Cross-pollinate.
That would make the most sense if you see that the actual live action movies are doing bad, but the animated movies are doing good.
great.
Why don't you take some of these people, put them over here, have them write a couple things, draw a couple things, write out a couple scenarios, something.
They tried.
See if it worked.
Matt Reeves did comic books.
Okay.
He wrote comic books. So
did he really?
Yeah, Matt Reeves wrote comic books. So
they're working. So they're starting to get to that.
Even the head of DC EU wrote comic books.
Jeff Johns.
That's why I'm like, what the fuck happening? I don't know what's going on.
We don't know, but like it makes
because it's not.
They just can't get right.
You know, cause,
you can't get
you know
right.
why? Because it's not 100% up to him. It's not just him.
Oh, corporate heads.
It's the corporate heads.
Corporate heads. Fucking
that are making things, I think, worse.
Yeah, these niggas Hydra right now.
Yeah, they're fucking shit up, and they need to stop fucking this shit up. And I really think they just. Here's my problem. I like the casting that they've done, but I kind of think they should just start fresh. They should just blow everything up and start over.
But I don't think they're ever going to do that because they still feel this undying need to compete with Marvel.
But it's not work. That's what I'm saying. If they want to compete, they gotta compete. But they gotta do it right.
We all know somebody that just don't take no for an answer.
Yeah.
We all know somebody that just like whatever odds is against them, but they just want to keep going and going. No, one day I'm gonna get them, my nigga. You are 8 laps behind, and it's only 9 laps in this race.
Yeah, but if you,
okay, you are clearly losing.
But if you burn the field down and then salt the earth, then nigga, how the fuck? Like it's like there's nothing for them to grow from.
But then I
think
that makes them seem like pussies if they give up now. Like I think in their mind it's better to put out content and have it fail than to put out nothing and have Marvel be miles ahead. Because as of right now, if you were to stop at Aquaman, Wonder Woman's the next movie to come out, right?
After Aquaman.
So
Shazam is somewhere.
So that's the last. Damn.
Yep. Shazam somewhere in there.
All right. So whatever the last DC movie to come out, if you stop right there, just boom, stop.
Yeah.
And concede like, yo, we're not doing this shit right. We need to blow this shit up and start over.
Yeah.
Ain't that gonna make you seem like a bitch?
No. It seems like that you knew that you fucked up. It's okay to fuck up and then admit it, and then you're like, okay, we're gonna start over.
To a smart human being, you'll see that, yo, this ain't working. Like after failing so many times, you just think you're gonna get that one spark, and it's just gonna be like, yo, this is our start point now. Well, and I guess after you'd have made 8 fucking movies that didn't do so well.
Yes. Well, I mean. The Flashpoint thing, they have an opportunity to reset everything. It's kind of like Days of Future Past, how that ended. I kind of like how that ended because it reset everything. Yeah. So everything's a clean slate. Yeah. So you can do everything what you want to do, but they're still fucking away X-Men.
And that's also still kind of stupid because I feel like that's way too soon.
Yeah, it is.
To do this.
It would be the creative way to do it.
But it is a good way to reset your universe and fucking fix your mistakes.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But fucking
Days of Future Past did it, but we got Apocalypse, and I don't want to watch that.
Yeah, well,
niggas. Yeah, fuck that shit.
Now,
Ivan Ooze.
Yo, you know what's fucked up? You're saying that as a joke. But I swear to God, I meant to say something. Like the other day, I was like, you know how people like just post memes and like and shit or whatever. Yeah. And one day I was just like, I don't know, it was on Facebook or Instagram or some shit. And I was flipping through some shit, and I was like, oh shit, Ivan Ooze. Real talk, like not being flippant, not even nothing. I was just like, oh shit, Ivan Ooze. And then I stopped and I looked again. It's like, nigga. That's fucking Apocalypse. I was like, yo, he really do look like Ivan Ooze. Because like me, just like scrolling, not really paying attention. I was like, Ivan Ooze, no, Apocalypse. Oh shit,
It's fucking Apocalypse.
yeah. I was like, yo, so yeah, you said it's a joke, but that nigga really do.
Nigga,
look
why
like
you think
Ivan Ooze.
what do you think I felt about the Frost Giants and Thor?
Yo, that shit was wild.
Anybody purple is Ivan Ooze to me.
Apparently, there's a Terminator 6 movie coming out, and we saw some footage. Well, not footage, but a picture of
Sarah Connor.
Linda Hamilton on set.
Nigga, I thought that shit was from the 90s.
Yo, that bitch look.
Oh,
Yeah, she do.
Because that bitch is.
Now, now Bobby said this takes place after Terminator 2. It's supposedly supposed to take place after that. I
Yeah,
just
a
want to
little
know
bit after.
how long into the future it's supposed to take place, and what are they supposed to do? In
I'm
this
guessing
movie?
long enough for that bitch to get that
because
old.
because I feel like Terminator movies are turning into like Star Wars. Like I don't know where the fuck to start.
Well,
I don't know where
One and two.
the
Low
jump
budget
point
time
is.
jump.
You
Like,
watch 1 and 2, and then you give up.
yeah, like yo, it's too many of them shits. I like yo.
I like Salvation though.
I think that one was alright.
I like Salvation,
was
but
alright.
you know, just exclude Terminator 3 and the Genesis shit. And you good.
Genesis.
So you can't give niggas a 6-part something and say, nah, skip that one.
Skip this one. Maybe watch this one if you feel
Yeah.
like it.
Watch
but you don't
half of
have
this
to.
one.
Nah, I'm for this one just because James Cameron is the producer of it. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, all right, he has some sort of input.
He
So,
has
okay.
some real input.
Yeah. So
Not like
I'm
Genesis
for it.
where he was like, oh, no, it's good.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it because I can. Like, no, I think this one he's actually really a part of it.
Yeah, James Cameron ain't no bitch. So
James
something's
Cameron ain't no
wrong. Nigga, he didn't want Terminator to smile because it's fucking up everything.
Yeah.
It was a point where Terminator 2, they wanted Arnold Schwarzenegger to show emotion. They was like, nah, don't do that. Fuck, he's a fucking robot. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
So if he has his hands on it, I'm kind of I got
Hopeful.
faith.
But
And they brought Linda Hamilton back, so
isn't
that's
he programmed to learn though?
Yeah, but not smile. Be happy.
So he could throw a thumbs up when he about to die, but he can't smile.
No, he can't.
Okay.
He can't assimilate emotions, but he kind of like he can assimilate emotions.
like understand them,
But
but he can't.
if you get what I'm
Show
saying,
empathy. That
He
nigga
got-
shot them niggas in the leg with no problem.
He can understand it, but he
Yeah.
can't express it.
I know why
Okay.
you cry.
I know now why
you cry,
but I can't cry myself.
but I can't cry. I know why.
Yeah, because they didn't fucking build tear ducts on you, nigga.
You don't know that.
16.
You right.
You probably do got some work to do.
Supreme man.
Dogs.
A teen. I like that fucking movie.
Oh, shit.
Let's see. Lucasfilm is thinking on a new strategy for anthology films.
Yeah.
It's y'all fault, you fucking sons of bitches.
Yeah, that and it was their fault in a way too.
I mean-
I told y'all before, nobody wanted this solo film. We
But
wanted
they
the
wanted Obi-Wan shit,
We
and then
wanted
got
Obi-Wan.
yeah. So you mad that nobody wanted it, so nobody watched it. Yeah. So now you don't get what you want, motherfuckers. You didn't want
Tell
it,
you what.
so now you don't get what you wanted. Should have just watched the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's still going though, but it's just that they got a new strategy. But honestly,
They don't. They just gotta make good movies. Even
Yes.
though I think Solo was fine.
The solo trailer was weak.
I still haven't
It was
seen
weak.
that shit.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Your life would be okay if you never actually watch it, but if you
Yeah.
do watch it, it's
I feel
fine.
like Donald Glover saved that shit still.
Yeah, no,
Donald
Donald
Glover
because
saved
Donald
that
Glover
shit.
is cool. Lando goddamn Calrissian.
What was the robot name? L2? Something like that?
Yeah, I think it was like L2.
Yeah,
or
he
some
died.
shit.
He's like, I can fix you. I can fix
I
you.
was like, oh.
He had mad capes.
no.
Yeah,
Bendito.
J5, speak to me.
Manila, you're going down.
Down. I gotta watch over to go.
Oh, I don't want to watch that shit.
I do.
Nigga name was other guy.
You was other guy.
Johnny Five
Yo, how
Alive,
you
nigga.
can't think of a name? His name was
Other
Blank
guy.
Man and Other Guy. Think about
Other guy.
Other Guy.
Other guy.
Yeah, what?
That's
But-
what we call the podcast. Other guy.
Other guy. No, we got
No,
the other guys
we the
podcast.
three other guys.
Fuck them
Yeah,
niggas.
3 other guys.
Fuck them three niggas.
Three niggas.
Three brown niggas? What was the name?
3 black geeks.
Nah, I mean respect
I
y'all.
don't give them no.
Shout out to them.
Shout out, y'all
No
cool.
clout. No clout.
Some
Fake
niggas
ass
don't be
ass.
getting numbers. Fuck them.
Yeah, they do. But, you know.
But then how the fuck?
Coming up fast.
That should be
I
pissing
take
me
that
off.
back.
Because they gotta be doing something right.
How?
Because them niggas be getting
Because they be going to premieres and putting out
they get the-
episodes about.
about shit that be before it drops. They doing something.
They've been doing it like 3 years, Hesh.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? We just got.
Yeah, but
we
they
just got
only
wait
have,
3 years.
they don't,
Hesh, we're on month 4.
for 3
Yeah,
years.
but we
they
out
don't
here.
have- yeah, but
We out here, but we're on month 4.
It's only been 4 months.
People, until we get maybe like 2,000 listens an episode, right now, our last
they don't-
episode ain't do that fucking good.
I know, but they
But
don't.
what,
But they
the-
don't
the
got.
point-
That's
0.5?
because he was sick.
Oh, yeah, I was sick as fuck.
But they don't got that, and they
Do-
doing this
I
shit.
don't.
Unless they posting somewhere else where I can't
It's
see
not
the
what you know,
numbers.
it's who you know. We don't know nobody
yo,
yet.
who out there is real?
Nigga, the only person we know is Chris Green. That's it.
Yo, Chris. I mean, that's cool. Chris is cool though. I like Chris.
That's one of the coolest niggas I've met.
Unnecessarily cool. 'Cause I don't even know that
Unnecessarily.
nigga in real life.
I
He's
told
like-
y'all, I
Nigga
told
just
y'all.
dumb cool.
Yeah.
He was following me the whole time, act like I'm the celebrity. I'm like, nigga, you wasn't Walking Dead. What are you doing?
Really? He died. He must have died crazy.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean-
he died. Oh, you know what?
Oh shit.
We should have this nigga on here because we gotta talk about season 9. What the fuck is going on with that?
But he not.
Why is Shane coming back?
All right, so
Oh, okay, yeah.
now when Hesh said something, I think he said in the episode about T-Dog coming back, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Now that shit seems plausible. So, all right, man. I think
forgot I said
it's
that.
like time to close up shop.
Yeah.
We had a good run, my nigga.
Yeah.
We did some things. We changed the world. We stopped the world. When Glenn died, all right, cool. It's time to go, my nigga.
But
Like,
my question is, how is he coming back?
I don't know.
I think he's
How
coming
is
back
Shane
in
As a
coming back?
hallucination.
It's either hallucinations or
Yeah.
flashbacks because because when Rick died, that's the last of
Because
the
Rick is
original
because we
cast.
know he's leaving.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
obviously it makes sense for him to
shit
come
was
back.
all
So
fucked up.
okay, so they killed Shane
Like season 2.
like yeah, like he
Three.
he turned to
Or
a
three-ish.
zombie season
Was it
3 and they
Yeah,
killed
like
him
the-
next episode or
three-ish.
same episode.
Okay, yeah.
Like the end of
So-
season 3 probably.
No, wasn't it season 2?
It was
Were
like
they still on the
season 3.
farm?
Yeah, it was like season 3 because 1, Rick was going around, whatever. 2, they found the cabin and shit. 3 was when they was on the farm.
No, 2 was the farm. 2 was the farm.
Sure?
Yeah, 2 was the farm.
Damn, it happened that quick?
Yeah, that's where they got Maggie. 2 was the farm, and
Okay,
that's
yeah,
and it's
maybe it
looking for the
was.
little bitch, and then that's why he's mad because I'm sorry,
Jesus Christ.
I don't remember her name. Sophia, I think it was Sophia. Fucking
guess.
Carol's daughter.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, but whatever her name was. But yeah, that's when they was looking for her, and then he's like, "You're not leading us right. I'm gonna lead us." And I fucked your bitch, nigga. He's like, "Hold up,
Yo,
bung bung."
You know it'd
Or
be
that too.
dope if there was a post-apocalyptic world where they combine like Luke Cage script with like Walking Dead. It was just like mad niggas and fucks and shits. Like, yo, niggas is dead. Ain't no time for fucking just cause and talking proper. Nah,
You
nigga,
right.
gotta kill these motherfuckers out. These motherfucking machetes and swords.
Swords.
Swords with the W.
But yeah, no, it's gotta be a flashback. If that nigga like really just show up somehow, like
Ha, that wasn't me, guys.
like psych,
Y'all ready to go out and get this food?
your son didn't shoot me, nigga. That
Yeah,
was
yeah, we need medicine.
Man, this shit should be over with.
We gotta go.
oh, there's a cure for zombies and death.
It's right here in my blood, nigga.
Uh-huh. No, it's gotta be flashback.
Let's see. But fuck Walking Dead. Game of Thrones final season cost twice as much as the past 2 seasons.
It better.
I believe it.
Now,
It's gonna be Warren the whole time.
hold
Yeah.
the fuck up.
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Now, but hold up. So the last season got 6 episodes, right?
Yeah.
So I read somewhere that
It's
each
like-
episode cost
like a
15 million
million.
plus a
Yeah.
piece.
Or, yeah, I believe
And
it.
that was an article from like 2017.
Yeah.
Now, I want to see motherfucking dire wolves. I want to see motherfucking dragons, motherfucking elves. I want to see sheep. I wanna see
Sheep.
ice zombies. I want to see
I
everything
feel like it's
in
gonna be
fucking
crazy.
immaculate 3D encapsulation, nigga. I want to see everything.
I feel like it's-
I mean, I feel like
Soldiers,
that's
everything.
what's gonna happen. If that's not what happens, I'm like,
They're
yo,
gonna give you movie style graphics.
Yeah.
At the end of, HBO's gonna do something that's unprecedented because everyone, when it comes to like the best shows of all time,
this is up there.
HBO has like
Yeah.
Oh, they
4 of
have,
them.
yeah, definitely.
They got like
Sopranos.
4 of them. Other than
Wire.
like Breaking Bad and shit, like that's on AMC. They got The Wire. They got
Sopranos.
fucking Entourage. They got Sex and the City. They got Game of Thrones. You got fucking what's the Boardwalk Empire. You got
Insecure? You said that?
nah.
I mean, to niggas,
yeah, to niggas that's
I like
cool.
Insecure.
I like too. No, I like
Yeah,
it.
that's because we black.
Yeah, to niggas.
Yo,
Nah, it ain't gonna be black. That shit's
Melanin
real.
fuck with Insecure. I don't
Yeah.
know about the white.
Yeah, these white
But
crackers
when
don't
it
know
comes to
nothing about
HBO, they got some of the best shows that have ever been produced in TV history. So I think they're gonna go all out for the final season because I don't think there's been a show that's been talked about like this
Yeah.
in like the past 20 years or so.
Wire.
So no, not like this.
Nah, not like this.
Oh,
Wire.
no, probably-
The
Wire
Wire
got
this is
Wire got
universal.
popular, like way more popular, I think, after it went off the air.
after the doc.
Breaking Bad?
No.
No.
Breaking
No.
Bad was kind of
Breaking Bad had
even
the
that,
hype, but not like this though.
and even
Yeah,
that
yeah,
took
yeah.
to like the third.
No,
Yeah.
Breaking Bad was a shit from the jump.
Yeah,
It was a shit for the jump, but it didn't pick up steam till like the third season. Like
Yeah.
like where people were like, "Oh my god, you gotta watch Breaking Bad." Once it hit Netflix, I think is when it really popped off. But yeah,
But they're gonna do some shit unprecedented.
Yo.
Unprecedented.
Dragon
to
fights,
TV.
nigga.
They're gonna.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some shit that you've never seen on TV. They're gonna have movie style like cinematic graphics to the point where it's like, yo, this is undoubtedly like top 5 TV shows of all time.
pregnant
You ever seen
Daenerys.
the Baratheon War? The Bastard War?
Nah.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Battle of the Bastards.
The Battle of the Bastards.
Battle of
Oh
the
yeah,
Bastards?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you see
gonna be-
how
it's gonna be
you know
that-
Jon Snow was in the middle and all that
Yeah,
shit.
it's
It's gonna be
jumping
that
around him?
shit every goddamn episode.
Yeah,
it better
it's
be.
gotta be
Dog,
like that.
It's only
It's
6
gotta be-
episodes. They gotta do something
Gotta be war.
spectacular.
It's gotta be. I mean, nigga.
It gotta be 2 hours.
Dragon
I hope
fights.
it's 2 hours.
I do hope it's
I
2
hope
hours
everything's
each
2 hours.
episode.
That's a
4, 6,
lot of
8.
shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean,
the budget. I mean,
Because
but it's only 6 episodes, so you figure
Daenerys just filmed her shit. Jamie just filmed his shit.
it's done.
Like I don't know if the
I thought it was
filming is done, but I know they filmed their last scene, so they're done.
Oh shit.
But I don't know if everyone's done. I don't because every time someone's done like a main character, they say they're done. Like
Yeah.
they haven't done Jon Snow yet. They haven't
Jon
done.
Snow. He just got married. Shout out
Yeah,
to
he
the nigga.
did.
Jon Snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Jon
I think
Snow.
Game of Thrones. What is that rank on all time shows for y'all?
Oh shit.
Well, it's in top 5. But
Yeah, it's
know
definitely. I don't know the order because I gotta think. I'd have to think about every single show that I enjoyed a lot, but it's definitely at least top 10.
Yeah, because
Gotcha.
like how we go back to you know how I got introduced to it. People just kept talking about it. I was like, yo, this shit can't be that good. So you know, I downloaded HBO now and I was watching it. In the first
I
season,
think hacked the server, so season.
no. I actually
Nigga saw
downloaded
the
the shit.
script.
He's
Oh,
one of the
word.
niggas that was leaking episodes.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Bobby was one of them niggas. Like,
There don't put me out there like that.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. You're right.
But
Allegedly.
but I actually watched the first
if
season.
Bobby was unknown or some shit, like the fucking vigilante or some shit.
I would do some like
He's
vigilante
anonymous.
shit like that.
Anonymous, that's what I was thinking about.
But yeah, I watched the first episode and I was like, okay, all right. And I started watching it. When they chopped the father's head off, I was like, wait, hold on, I thought this was the main character. What
He
the
was.
fuck is going on here?
He
Yo,
was the main character.
what got me is like I didn't get into it
Till the
until-
Red Wedding. That's
No.
why I got into it.
No, I got
Really?
into it
Into it.
mad random because like my girl had fell asleep, right? And I couldn't sleep that night, so I went in the living room and the TV was on.
Yeah.
So Grey Worm had just like he threw a
Yes.
spear and killed like 3 niggas. I said, "Oh, this black nigga lit."
Yeah.
I was like, "Who this?" So I started watching it from there, and I was like, "Yo, I need to watch the rest of this because I don't know what's going on." But then as I'm watching it,
Shit happened.
as I started it over, and then I remembered like as I was watching that episode with Grey Worm, it's characters I'm seeing now
Yeah.
that I didn't see in that episode. So I'm like,
Where they at?
"Oh, them niggas gone.
Yeah.
Them niggas got clapped."
Yes.
So then I started watching. I was like, "Yep, that one,
Dead.
that one,
Dead.
that one." Then
Dead.
the Red Wedding. I said, "Oh
Dead.
shit, them niggas bugging." Got that. Boom. Dragons.
Right.
Boom. Hatching. She walked up the fire. Boom.
Yes.
Killed her brother.
Boom.
This nigga beating it. Then he gonna die. He caught some type of super AIDS. He died. And then the witch burned him. Oh, the
Yeah.
witch did some shit. Killed the witch.
No,
Whole
baby.
village. Boom. Jon Snow. You killed him.
Jon Snow.
Psych. Back at it. I'm like, oh, this fucking shit is lit, nigga.
Yeah. I watched this shit from the beginning. I don't know y'all niggas as well.
Yeah, I did.
Yo, I watched
I
that shit from the beginning twice.
I mean, like when it started, like right when it came out in the air, I was watching this shit.
Nah,
like,
I
off
wasn't
rip.
because,
Nah, I ain't
like
do
I
that.
said before, I thought it was some Harry Potter shit.
Yeah,
so
I
was
did
like,
too.
I'm not fucking with this because I didn't. Yo, I've still yet to see a Harry Potter movie.
So how you know you don't like them shits? Nigga, Spectre Patronum.
Yeah, you right, but I know I didn't like Harry Potter when I was watching, so I was like, all right, magic, flying, Middle Ages. I ain't really with it.
Atrivicus totatum, whatever the fuck.
Atrivicus Tutatum.
What is that?
Yeah,
it?
but then I started
Spectre's
watching that shit,
Patronum.
I was like, yo,
Yeah.
this shit kind of real.
Yeah, nah. Game of Thrones is out. in these
What
streets.
got me interested in it was really Tyrion. That's my favorite character. Fucking Tyrion.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
Mad bitches.
He was just fucking mad bitches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
drinking
And I was
wine
like,
and shit.
That's my
I'm with
nigga.
Yeah.
I respect that. Respect
Shout out
that
to
life.
the midgets. I mean, little
I mean, yeah.
Little
I think dwarf might be acceptable.
Nah, I don't.
Yeah, he's a dwarf. He's a dwarf.
No, I'm saying the word might be
The word.
acceptable.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
He's a dwarf.
Man,
I mean,
y'all got a TV show. Y'all be alright.
I mean, what? Oh shit! I just really.
They have a reality TV
Yeah,
show.
Oh,
yeah.
that?
I know what you're talking. Yeah, the little fucking
Big little people. Whatever.
No, it's like
little
Little
big people.
Big.
Little
Little-
People of like Atlanta. Or some, it's some.
No, it's
of
not Little
LA.
People of Atlanta.
What is it?
It's like what Bobby said was like
Big
little
Little
big,
People?
big little
Little Big
something
People?
like that. Little big, some
One of
wild
them-
shit.
one of them-
Little
was
Big Planet.
Yo, what? Speaking of Little Big Planet, you know one of them is dating a black guy.
Who? What?
Who? What?
One of them.
Midgets? I mean, little
Yeah.
Yo, one of them little people
one of them
is
dwarves
dating
is
like
dating
a
a
normal
black
size
dude.
person.
Yes.
Yo, my
Wait,
girl be watching
6
that
foot.
dumb shit.
BB.
That's nasty.
Yo, that's wild. She dying every night, nigga.
But have you ever seen
It's
one
so
of
much
them
fun.
have a normal sized child? That's dope.
No, that
Yeah, it
happens.
is.
I know it happens, but
Yeah,
that's
it
That
dope.
happens.
That's like we ain't gonna curse you.
But
with that.
here's. Can we be honest real quick though?
Go ahead.
Sometimes,
Are you gonna
though,
give me work to do when it comes to bleeping?
I don't know. We're gonna
Don't
find
believe
out.
it. Don't believe it.
Sometimes,
No, shut up, Bobby.
sometimes some of these midget chicks be
Having
having
the fattest
the
ass.
ass.
yeeks.
Yeah.
Yo, I'll be like,
Look like Business Incredible.
Yo.
I'll be like, what is it about midget chicks with the yams? Yo, why?
Like, it's like God be like, yo, I'm gonna give you this little body, but
This
disproportionate
ass?
like ass is gonna protrude.
That's the chibi
Yeah.
version.
Yo, but this ass.
You gonna get the horizontal just yeeks.
Yeah, would you fuck a midget?
I tried to.
Oh, word?
In
What?
Vegas, in Vegas, I tried to, but she wasn't.
That was a working girl.
Yo, when I went to, man,
He's like, nah, I ain't telling the story. He's like, I ain't
I
telling
don't
the
even know if
story.
I should tell the story.
But tell it. Just come on, just be honest. We all got secrets.
All right, so right, my cousin tried to fuck this girl that was in a wheelchair, right?
Yeah.
So it was 3 of them, right?
3 of them in a wheelchair?
No, it was the oddest pairing I ever seen in my life. It was like Ed, Edd and Eddie. Like, it was the weirdest pairing I ever seen in my life. It was one girl in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
The normal sized chick was pushing the wheelchair.
You have to clip this.
Did they say, oh, you got the double D?
Ed boy. Butter toast.
All right, so chick pushing.
Hello, late. Yo, I feel like I'm the only one that's seen this shit. Does anyone remember when the retarded Ed was opening and closing the fridge? He was just like, hello, late. Opening and closing the fridge. Hello, late. Yo, he did that all night.
Oh,
But, so,
gravy.
I found a rabbit.
What the fuck you get a rabbit for?
Plank was my nigga.
So,
Oh, my God. But yeah.
he was trying to fuck the chick in the wheelchair.
Yes.
And I was talking, because I guess I didn't care enough to like have conversation with him. Like, my cousin walked away to do something. I think like a game was getting ready to start, and he wanted to make a bet somewhere. So he was telling me to sit down with these chicks to talk to him, and I wasn't interested.
Yeah.
But then, like, after a while, I stopped talking to him. Like, I stopped giving a fuck, and they just happened to walk away. So he came back. He was like, yo, where'd they go? I was like, yo, they left. He was like, why? I was like, I wasn't trying to fuck with him. He was like, yo, that little midget chick was into you, B. If she'd have topped you off, I was like, word? And then he was like, yeah, I ain't never fucked a girl in a wheelchair before. I was like, so the able-bodied bitch you just forgot about. It was like, nah. Like, I was like, all right, cuz, you know, it is what it is.
Damn.
I remember, yo, this prostitute almost got me, too.
Oh, word? In Vegas?
In Vegas, she
Oh,
almost got
shit.
me, but then her pimp called her back and was like, yo, that's my friend over there. I said, your friend, huh? Okay.
Oh, it's dangerous.
Fortnite.
Shit.
Fortnite makes $100 million in its first 90 days on iOS.
Fucking sweating.
That is fucking crazy.
What other game has this type of craze? Has had this type of this type of craze? Like, I don't remember GTA having this type of craze. Final Fantasies. Like what? Like Call of Duties, Battlefields, maybe Halo.
I mean,
'Cause it's
Halo was
free.
big.
'Cause it's free.
Yeah, I think that's really what it is.
but $100 million, the app is free. But,
Yeah,
but
but
it's
you know,
the
they-
in-game purchases
That's
that
how
like
they
Yeah,
get you.
yeah, that's how you get
But-
you, man.
It's called being a whale. They got
but
all these whales.
they're costumes mainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you
So
think?
why do you give a fuck how you look?
How much do you think Pokemon Go made?
Guap.
Guavo.
And that shit's free. That's how these games.
Yeah.
So they set it up.
Microtransactions.
Microtransaction. They set it up purposely. So like, okay, yes, you can get this stuff in game without ever spending any money. But if you spend money, you can do this. It's the same way with how fucking what's that stupid fucking game? The match game. Candy Crush was making money.
Yeah.
Like it's free, and if you stop playing the game for a while, your lives will regenerate. But if you died, you could buy lives.
I knew that shit was dope when my mother started playing.
Exactly.
Yo, nigga.
So that's how it works.
What the fuck are you doing? Shh. Bitch, you tell me I'm hungry. You tell me to shh.
Make me some eggs, nigga.
I'm hungry.
Fucking tell me shit.
But yeah, like $100 million.
Yeah,
That's
that's
kind of OD.
No, that's OD.
In 90 days
That's
for
OD.
iOS on your
Yeah.
phone.
That's just iOS. That's just on Android too, right?
iPads, iPhones, stuff like that.
Is this shit on Android yet?
I don't
Is
know.
it? I think it is.
See now, if it comes on Android too,
It was on the Switch before it was on Android. If anything,
Man, that's how they make guap.
I mean, it is. What
Buy
it
these
is.
costumes. The costumes are crazy. You
They
can
got-
all this other extra shit. And you know it's probably like $50 and you can get some shit. So you just like every day.
I actually
$1,
don't see
every day,
the
$1.
hype with Fortnite
Me
dying
neither.
down until like the end of the year. Maybe like
Isn't-
at that point.
Oh, these
people
little
are-
kids love Fortnite.
I don't-
Yeah, they love Fortnite when they start doing the dances and all that shit. Like, where you learn that? Fortnite?
Mm.
I'm like, okay, cool. I think the hype is gonna die down sometime at the end of the year.
I don't think so.
But I
because
think
Not this year.
I think they're hiring the most creative minds to think, what can we do in this game next? What can we put in here next?
they have
what?
a marketing scheme that's fucking people up.
Yeah.
You know how they had Thanos?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now they got Frozen.
yeah,
They
Really?
got a fucking Frozen costume, nigga.
yeah. So they can just do, and they can just keep
They
doing
just
that
gonna
shit.
keep doing that with movies.
And that's
Fucking
it.
Frozen. I seen that shit. I was like, what the fuck? That's Frozen.
Yeah, it's just because if they keep doing
like,
that shit,
nigga,
people
man.
still, if they can keep people interested.
Well,
I mean, they already made it. If they just made 100 million off of just iOS, imagine what they made on the fucking console shit. If they made anything on that, they're good.
well played.
Yeah, them niggas making
Fortnite.
what? Well, Fortnite. Yo, I know PUBG, man.
Yo, y'all
PUBG
hiring?
was first.
Yeah.
PUBG was first as fuck. I know them niggas is upset because niggas don't even talk about PUBG anymore like that.
They don't.
But they came out of nowhere.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yep.
We broke the AC.
Yeah, that's why it's hot as fucking hell. How we do that though? I didn't touch nothing.
Now I saw a study, right? What's that? How to
Frozone.
get frozen? That's fucking crazy.
Crazy, man.
Now I saw a study. Well, I saw this little clickbait shit, right? It said that video games might be a disorder now. They might classify it as a disorder, like obsessive video game play recognized as mental health problem. Now, if that's the case, all three of us retarded.
I mean, you don't have to be retarded to have a mental health problem, but yeah.
Now, as many games as we play, as much as we play, I
Yeah.
know we put in a good maybe like
was it?
more than 10,000 hours of gameplay.
Oh, definitely.
So,
So
kid, I mean,
85% of people we know probably
Yeah.
got
Oh,
this
yeah.
mental illness.
if I ain't have no job, I'd be on it.
I
That's
mean,
all
I
we do.
kind of roll with it to a certain extent. Like you could
But
be, you
as,
could be.
as a mental health issue though,
Nah,
Is that-
that's
well, it
that's
depends.
just obsession.
It depends how
That's
you
just-
want to look at. Well, but you figure if it's addiction, and addiction is a mental health thing. So
Yeah.
if you want to look at it as addiction,
it's just-
then yeah.
yeah, it
no,
could be
I
addiction.
think it's. I don't think it's something that's gonna warp your reality. I think it's just something that makes you happy. This is fun. This excites me. It's just something I'm gonna keep doing. It gives me a thrill. Like it's a
you.
to the majority.
to me. All
Yeah,
right,
but there's these niggas out there that-
sometimes it's like a social bonding experience. You know how you go to a bar? It's like beer. Beer is like a social drink where you can like chat with people. It's just like a social thing that brings people together. I don't think it's
Or
anything.
something that destroys your life. There's a nigga that goes to gets drunk every day at my job at lunch.
I mean, it's winos everywhere. But
Yeah.
maybe that was a bad example.
Oh,
but I think at some point, you know, I don't think of it as a mental health problem. I think it's just that sometimes maybe you get so invested that you just want to keep going and you want to beat the game and you want to see what happens at the end. You want to see what you can explore, what you didn't explore, what what tips and tricks you can get, what you missed, type of thing. And I don't think it's a mental health issue where, because I've seen studies where it's like, yo, it helps your awareness.
Yeah, it does.
Your
It does.
your
Hand-eye
problem-
coordination.
Yeah,
your
your problem
hand-eye
solving,
coordination, your
'cause you have-
problem
Yeah, it
solving
does.
skills, how
think-
It really does.
think
working through
quick.
different scenarios
Yeah.
and solutions with problems and shit. Like I don't think that video games have become that addictive where it's like, all right, I can't separate reality from
Is that what they were
the
saying?
video game. I haven't read the article.
Yeah.
I'm
So
ju-
I
I'm
mean, if
just
that's
saying,
yeah.
but just for someone
Yeah,
to
they were
like
saying that. They were
say
saying
that's
that.
just to say that's a problem with either the youth or just people in general that obsessively play video games.
But-
I've been playing video games since 90.
Yeah, but we also gotta
1990.
remember it was different for us growing up. We used to go outside.
Yeah.
We
These
did
niggas-
used to go outside.
These niggas don't go outside no
Yeah,
more.
but then you'll hear
it's like
like
the Water Warcraft episode in South Park. Like niggas is like, "Ma,"
yeah.
and just shit in the tub.
That's old.
That
Like, that's when
But
niggas
I
is at
remember
now.
when like school shootings really started happening. Like they started blaming like GTA,
Yeah.
like these games are warping these kids' mind and thinking that you can just shoot anybody and
Yeah.
they're either gonna respond like they don't take life that serious, or the fact that people are spending so much money on Fortnite, they don't value the
Money,
dollar.
yeah.
Like you can play Fortnite without spending money, but you choose to spend money on these costumes that essentially do nothing but make your character look more killable. like I just want to kill that character because he has his hat on. Like I don't
Wick.
like it does nothing for the actual gameplay.
Yeah, I think it is a problem. I think it's like these kids are growing up with screens in the way we didn't. So I do think that just because it wasn't a problem for us doesn't mean that it's not a problem for them. Because like the other day, my friend's 3-year-old daughter called me on FaceTime by herself. She just
My
called
daughter,
me.
my daughter does that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but
But
like,
I think
like,
that-
because they just ingrained in them to use this technology.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I think that's just a thing of being smart. I don't think that's an actual like technology problem. I just think that they just know I can call Hesh
yeah,
when I want. Like, Uncle Hesh, what's up?
yeah.
Like, give me $1.
But
Nah,
I
you ain't getting
kind
no
of
money from me, nigga.
understand it in a way, but you know, like shit is changing, but you don't want it to change too much. Like I hear people saying that you know, you should read more books. Me personally, I don't read fucking books like that. I read audio. I listen to audiobooks because I be at work all the time.
Yeah.
So like from 8 hours till I leave work till I get to work, whatever. I'm listening to audiobooks. So I'm always having information and shit like that. Music really like kind of like fucks me up in a way, unless I'm going out to the club or some shit.
Right.
But you know, like shit is just changing. It's okay with it, but like if you moderate it, I'm thinking pretty sure you're good.
Yeah, but then if they classify this as an actual mental health issue, there's gonna be kids going to like rehab
psych wards
centers
and
for
shit,
like
pills.
video games and shit like that.
Take some Ritalin, nigga.
Like
Stop playing
that's
Fortnite.
wild for you to be playing Fortnite or a game on your iPad to be like, yo, you're addicted to this thing. You need to go to therapy for that. That's
too
wild.
much.
Like I don't know any person that can't turn a video game off.
You don't. That doesn't mean those people
Oh,
don't
what,
exist.
what, what happened?
Like I don't know anyone that cannot that like
Cannot
they're
turn
like they're so ingrained in
Oh, no,
this
they
this
exist.
video
It
game that it's hard for
depends.
Oh, no, that exists.
like it's hard for them to turn it off.
No,
Yeah,
that
like-
exists. There was what was that show that used to come out on MTV?
But-
was it not that
But-
True Life? There's a True
Oh.
Life. There's like I saw an episode of some dude like obsessed with like World of Warcraft.
Okay,
Like, obsessed.
but when it comes to certain shit like that, I think there's a psychological problem that goes along with that. Cause like I was saying before, what the fuck is that movie? Ready Player One.
Yep.
Where you could be anybody you want type
Yeah.
of thing. When you go into the real world and the real world doesn't accept you
Sucks.
for who you are, you can
Yeah.
go online and you can escape that thing. Maybe it's just not a thing of video. It's a
So
coping.
it's
it-
not the video games per se.
it
It's
might be
something else, and
it
you're just
might be
using
a
the video
coping
game.
mechanism. It might be something like, hey, I can go online and be whoever I want. I can
Hmm.
either get out aggression, I can talk to like-minded people.
Yeah.
Like we're playing this game, so we obviously have something in common. We can relate on some type of level. When I
Yeah.
go outside, I can't relate to the people on my block or the people at my school or something like that. It's something to. I think it's an escape, and I think it's just parents that don't understand what their kid is going through or what their kid is actually doing
Mhm.
that report these problems, and they're like, you know, my kid's addicted
You're
to this
playing
game.
games too much.
No, they're not addicted to it. It's just how they find
That's
relief.
their world.
Yeah,
their
that's
world.
that's their. Everyone has a vice.
And they don't want to take the time to understand what they're doing.
Yes.
As like,
Thank
yeah.
you. It's
I,
like
I see what you're
Cause
saying.
I was kind of like that. My father was big on like not letting me outside because you know we living in the hood and shit like that.
you live in New Haven.
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah.
like
Little nigga, it's
Pistol
not that
waving
bad,
New
all right?
Haven, nigga.
but I'm just saying, like every time, every now and then, my friends would be
Every
like,
now and then a nigga get shot.
Yeah, no,
yes, yes.
probably.
Yeah.
I was 10, but I wasn't really aware of the shit like
Yeah.
that. But
Nigga, when
you
they
know-
killed TJ, I was sad.
TJ,
TJ, niggas play ball.
yeah,
I was sad. That shit was fucked up.
yeah.
But go ahead. I'm sorry.
But yeah.
I mean to bring
But,
it back to that.
yeah, like it would be sometimes when my friends would be like, "Oh, come outside," and my father would be like, "No," be like,
I guess I'm not going
Maybe
outside,
because, maybe
nigga.
because that wasn't the right
I'm
group
just
of
gonna
friends that
play
you're supposed
Mario.
to be with.
No, it was. It was nothing wrong with it. He just had a fear of me going outside
And not coming
And
back.
not coming
Yeah.
back.
It wasn't
That
them.
makes me,
Like, I mean,
think my mother didn't give a fuck about me.
that was the
fucked
reason
up.
why I got into X-Men and shit because of them niggas.
No, I'm lying. Because my mother used to be up until I got home. No
Mm.
matter what time I got home, she used to be up.
No shit.
My friends actually saved me from a lot of shit because anything I didn't have,
My
they
friends
had.
to save me from
Yo,
shit.
nigga, anything I didn't have, they had. So if they didn't have the Green Ranger's dagger, they had it.
Mhm.
If I didn't have it, they had it.
Right.
If I didn't have Batman, they had Robin. So
Right.
we
It-
go always
it
play
was some-
together
yeah,
and
it
shit
was
like that.
something.
Yeah.
Like it was always something.
I grew up around a bunch of broke hood niggas, so like if
okay.
I had it,
I
they
ain't had that
definitely
life.
didn't have it. I had
That's fucked
Nintendo, they had sticks.
Yo, you ain't shit, nigga.
I had all the Ninja Turtles. You know what they had?
Sticks.
Like hand me down He-Mans and fucking
Hand me down He-Man.
whatever the fuck. I think one of them niggas stole my Bebop to this day, yo.
Mm,
I
no,
cannot find that shit.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's
It's called D Block, nigga.
fuck you, Hush. Yo, all right, but I don't think this shit is a fucking mental health issue. I think this is just parents
It could
not
be.
Parents just don't understand.
parents just don't understand.
It's just an addiction.
It's not an addiction.
It can be addiction.
It can, well, it can be.
It can.
You can be addicted to anything. You can be
I
addicted
think-
to shopping, eating,
Yeah, but
smoking.
I think the
selling pussy.
I think the fucking
Jesus
extremes, man.
Christ.
I think the minority fuck it up for the majority. type of thing.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what it is. That's what it is.
So I
It's not
think
everybody.
I don't think it's like a rampant problem like Ebola or some shit. Like,
Yeah,
it's
but
just like,
you know,
all right, y'all niggas don't go outside. Why? I'm playing this game. Okay,
Yeah.
ask deeper questions. Why?
yeah,
Because ain't nothing for me to
Talk
do
to your
out there.
parents. Why?
Yeah,
Like,
but
yo, why answers mad shit? You're playing this game. Why?
for why?
yeah, I kind of understand it because sometimes the game is interesting because I got minor OCD. Like I told y'all that before,
Yeah.
and I was playing fucking Tomb Raider recently, and I was like something told me to get all the clues and shit like that. But for me, it's kind of different because I can shut the shit off. I was like, okay, I'm getting way too into this shit. I already spent 4 hours on it.
Yeah.
Get the shit out of here. Play with my daughter real quick. You know, but yeah, now I kind of see both.
You see how it
sides.
can happen.
Yeah, I see how. it
Nigga,
can
the
happen.
only
see
reason
how
I
it
used to
happen.
turn my system off is because it got hot. That was the only reason I used to turn the shit off. Like, I gotta cool this shit down. I'm gonna go outside, play a little ball,
Man, my
come
PlayStation
inside,
4
take a
be
shower.
blowing like a
then
fucking AC.
then I'm back on the sticks. That's it.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going outside.
Other than that, and then like I said, it's a bonding experience. When you got 3 or 4 other people that you can play with, it's like, yo, we're bonding. We're playing this game together. Like,
No, it definitely is because real talk, like Halo kept me and my friends out of trouble when we was younger.
exactly.
Because we used to do LAN parties. So we'd like because my 2 friends, they both lived. They were 2 brothers, so they lived upstairs, and they had one room was right across the hall from the other one. So we'd have like 4 niggas in one dude room, 4 niggas in the other dude with the Xboxes connected.
Exactly.
With the TVs, we would just fucking play Halo all day in this nigga's house. Like instead of being on the streets doing dumb shit, which we would still do occasionally, but it's not as much. Like if we wasn't doing that and we was like out there like all the time we spending in the house doing that shit, just always out in the streets, we definitely would have gotten way more trouble than fucking we were.
Exactly.
A little handful of times this shit happened.
Yeah, how's homie doing?
Which one?
Chris.
In jail still. Nigga.
I know, but how's he doing? Though?
I mean, he
talk to him.
good. Yeah, I just talked to him the other day. He good.
Okay.
He's supposed to go to court on Friday. I don't know. He's just trying to.
Yo, don't think because niggas is gaming, they won't bust you in your fucking head. Man.
Yeah.
Like,
yo.
Don't get
this
it
nigga used to play
fucked up.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
You don't get it fucked up.
Like, don't. Yeah. Nah,
Niggas is real out here. Don't think because I like Pokemon, I won't fucking bust your head.
Yeah, nah. He doing as well as you can being
Yeah,
locked up, but he's
true.
trying. He trying to come home and he's trying to figure it out. But they, I think the same how you were saying the same situation where it was like we gonna hit you with all this time.
Yeah.
He was like, if I go to court, they're gonna hit me with all this time, or I could take this deal. But I think the deal was a shitty deal.
Yeah.
That public defender.
Shout out to Frank Paoletto, man. Shout out to you, my nigga. Got me out here. All I had to do was community service, and I was good for some shit I ain't even do.
That's
but
wild.
better than being in jail.
I mean, the fuck up.
Yeah. So, last topic we got is this new IGTV shit, right?
Oh shit, Bobby's new favorite thing.
It's not yet.
Now, the thing about this, I thought this shit was gonna be a rollout where it was like, oh, everyone gets an hour, but it turns out that it's only the verified accounts that get the hour shit because Bobby got more followers on Instagram and a lot of niggas that's verified. I thought Bobby was gonna go out there. I thought Bobby was gonna go out there and go fucking crazy. But Bobby don't even got the shit. So
why you not verified yet if you got all these niggas?
I don't know. I never tried it.
Oh, you have to like apply?
Yeah, you do.
You gotta apply for
I
shit.
just never tried it. I'm the people champ, man. I don't give a fuck.
Oh no, I'm just asking. Like, I thought it was just something they did like after you hit a certain mark.
Then that's something somebody gonna have against me. They gonna start starting shit because of that.
Yeah.
Oh, you think
got a
because
blue
you got a
check to think you somebody?
You shouldn't be talking to me. Like, nigga, I'm a regular person.
Shut
Fuck out of here.
Fuck up, nigga. Bobby sit here drunk with
me
me.
off.
Yeah, I'm trying to be
I
verified.
got 600 followers, nigga.
I got 3.
It's better than having like.
And they're robots.
Okay, whatever. I'm sorry. But my biggest thing with this IGTV shit is the payout, right? Because before they announced the IGTV shit, because I saw Will Smith post a video. I think the one of Jaden that he did the icon video of. I was like, yo, this shit is at like 1 million views in like less than 3 hours. I'm like, all right, they gotta start paying niggas out for this shit. Yeah. So at some point, I was like, all right, if he'd have put this on YouTube or something like that, he probably did.
It probably is out there.
I was like, yo, you gotta start paying niggas for these views and shit because when you get 1 million views on YouTube, you get a check.
Yeah, they run ads and shit.
But when you do it on Instagram, you just
out
popping.
there.
Well, they ain't running ads yet.
Yeah, that's
they're not running ads yet.
But you see an ad on your shit?
No, but they said they will in the future. They're just doing
They're just testing it out, stretching,
they're just
seeing how
doing
it
this
works.
rollout shit right now to see how
it works, see what works, what don't work.
Because doing these videos and being creative costs money.
Yeah, I think Will had a hand in that though. I think Will was the straw that broke the back.
Yeah,
it was like
because
okay,
once he started,
because
he out here getting
once he started going on there, yo, because his videos aren't. It's not just him in front of a camera.
Yeah,
it's him actually like editing and telling somebody do this, do that,
and go to YouTube.
Exactly. And then at the end, go to YouTube.
Yeah.
So first,
Then they probably
Instagram
just like-
started with no videos. Then it was like, all right, we're going to do 15 seconds. They got Vine the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did.
disrespected.
So then, it went from like 10 minutes to 10 seconds to 15 seconds or whatever. And then they just gonna
To a
slap their
minute.
big ass dick on the table and say, nah, we doing an hour now, fuck
Hour,
that. But
yeah.
then YouTube is still unlimited where you could I've watched movies on YouTube before they
yeah.
actually started monetizing
Now
and
you got
blocking shit.
charging niggas.
But if you're gonna start paying, I don't know what the payout would be for you viewing something on your phone for more than a certain amount of time or how many views that you get. I'm just not personally a fan of IGTV because I think that Instagram is some way interconnected into like these carriers where it's like Verizon and Sprint and shit like that, because I'm not gonna sit on my phone and watch a video for a half hour and use all my data, then have to buy more data just because it's something on IGTV. I mean, there's videos that I've seen that I haven't clicked on just because I'm not using my data to watch that shit.
That's not
been
fair.
like 30 minutes.
I mean, because
like
that's just you. But people, that's how some people just view their media. They go on YouTube on their phone, like they don't even use a computer for some of the shit.
I'm speaking for me.
Yeah, I know you personally.
I don't like this shit.
I think I was gonna say I think maybe part of the reason why they're only doing the verified accounts thing is because when they do decide to maybe run the ads,
they want to pay niggas.
Yeah, what I'm saying when they run the ads is it'll make more sense to have only the verified accounts be the accounts that make the money. So maybe that's why it's only verified accounts that fucking right now can do the hour-long content, which is dumb because then how the fuck do you expect us to grow?
Nigga, I was like, yo, I'm about to put
Put
all my
mad
round
shit.
12 shit on there.
Can't even push
And
it
then
up.
said
I don't
it
even
was
know how
like,
you
yo,
load shit
10
up.
minutes. I was like, nigga, suck my dick. I ain't using this shit.
Well.
But then they said that they're not giving it to everybody ever. Like you have to be like of a certain like status to actually get that hour shit. I'm like, nigga, nah, fuck this. How the fuck I'm supposed to get my work out there?
Yeah, because that's not how.
If I'm just doing it 10 minutes at a time.
It's kind of like when they first started when they stopped doing the 15 seconds and was doing 60 seconds. I was one of the first people who had it, but the people in my group
didn't have it. Yeah.
And I was like, why? How do y'all don't have it? They just let me post like 30 seconds. Like what the fuck?
Cause you out here, nigga. That's why.
Nigga Bobby out there showing the
but-
print like I got it. What's up with you? Y'all niggas ain't got it. What up with y'all?
They gonna have it
Slacking.
eventually. I mean,
Slacking on your Mackin, niggas.
Nah, but I wanted the hour shit offer. I was like, oh shit. But then I got the shit. Like I put a video from my YouTube on my phone just to upload it, and it was like, nah, nigga, you get 10 minutes. I was like,
yeah.
All right, man, I'm done. I'm not watching no shit. I don't personally like it. I'm not watching no video for an hour,
Well,
30 minutes, or 20
you
minutes.
say that.
I'm not doing
You say that. Good thing you bring it back to that. You say that, but like honestly, I didn't think motherfuckers would watch my fucking IG stories when I was talking about that bullshit I was talking about. But they did.
But you always talking about some bullshit.
Yeah, but it's real shit though.
But it'd be funny. But it'd be like, how long is IG stories? Is it?
It's as long as you want it to be, really.
Yeah,
No, I'm talking about like
15. It's 15
seconds.
seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, so 15 seconds at a time.
Yeah.
But Bobby can't put out fucking a half hour worth of them shits.
Yes, you can.
I can if it's funny enough.
I seen this one chick that be having like, it shows a dash on top. He be fucking the
Oh,
tiniest
when
dash.
it do that little dash shit,
Man,
I'm
little
done.
dish. I'm like, yo, I'm watching all these because I kind of want to have sex with you. I ain't shit.
Are you alluding to the
I
top?
mean, you got a dick, so it's like, like
Yeah, that shit is horrible.
oh man. What you saying, Bobby?
I'll say, is he alluding to the top 5?
I wasn't
IG
even.
models?
I was just saying, like,
I don't know. It just.
I
I
mean,
just
we
be
can
interested.
answer that shit.
I be fake interested.
Because before I unfollowed all them bitches, I actually made a list.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I
Shit.
did.
I did it. Fuck.
I did not make a list, but I can just look at some bitches real quick.
So we had a question, right? That we because we had a better question, a more question that we can give some depth into. We skipped this question that we originally got, where it was like, yo, what are your top 5 Instagram models, right? So mine, personally, right, before I deleted everyone off my Instagram, these were the 5 chicks that I would risk it all for, like my relationship, my life. I'd possibly give up a thumb, like, possibly. Let's see, what's my list? Oh shit, I can't even see this shit. What this is shit? First on my list is Dolly Castro, right? Dolly Castro is, I think she's Venezuelan or something. She's a model, and she's like a fitness model, but I don't know if she had like work done or not. So it's just like everything is proportionate, everything looked good, she looked good, and I'm just like,
yes, she does.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like she.
And I'm already following her, but that's my problem. I follow too many of them.
Second on my list is the Gonzalez twins, right? It's these chicks from the West Coast. They play basketball, and chicks that play sports are real bottom heavy.
Because they do leg workouts.
Like they're mixed. They're half white, half black, and they look Spanish. Like they look crazy. What's the individual at names though? I don't know. I know one is Miss Dill, like MISS. Yeah, her name is Dylan. Nigga. It's MISS underscore DYL, and then her sister is you'll see her, like they be together all the time. Third on my list is Tammy Rivera, Waka Flocka wife. Have you seen her?
DYL.
Yeah, DYL. Tammy Rivera, right?
Oh, Waka Flocka.
Waka Flocka wife. Oh, she got that bitch is beautiful. Like it's not even nothing I can say like this. She's just something crazy.
Follow.
Let's see. This white girl I follow. She's beautiful to me. Her name is Shelby McCourtney. What's her at name though? I think it's Shelby underscore McCourtney. Or it's one word. It's something. I don't know. Type in Shelby McCourtney. You'll find her. Last on my list is this cosplay chick. I'm about to bust off right now. This cosplay chick. Her name is Unique Sora. It's Unique S-O. Yeah, Unique Sora. Unique SORA. All one word. She do cosplay and she from like Texas. I think she gay. But this chick is beautiful. And I just happened to write those down just in case I wanted to check up on them. See how they doing. Because when we first got that question, I was like, I'm going to see what I got in the stash or whatever. See who I really like. But those are my top 5.
What was it? Sora?
Yeah. Unique SORA, and then my honorable mention is this chick named Megan Denise.
She cute.
Megan Denise is. I'll risk my whole family for that. Her at name on Instagram is Megan X Denise. She right in all the right places. And that's my
follow
top
her.
5.
Oh, the one with the freckles.
Yeah, freckle. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think we're done.
Yeah.
Unless
I
y'all got a top
don't
5.
have a list. And I'm currently distracted.
We jostling here.
Nah, definitely jostling the room full of niggas.
But yeah, I think we're done. Y'all got any other topics y'all want to talk about?
Oh, shout out to Sammy though.
Who? Sammy.
Yeah.
Who the fuck you talking about?
She just thick.
I don't know it. All right, yes, whatever. All right, so we're on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, 3 Ninjas Pod on Twitter, 3 Ninjas Podcast on Instagram, 3 Ninjas Podcast at gmail.com. For all the winners of the Deadpool Pen Contest, by the time you hear this episode, you should get them either the Monday or the Tuesday of this week. So, when you get those, make sure you take a picture, shout us out on Instagram, and we'll be sure to put those up somewhere. Appreciate y'all for listening. Patreon, y'all can support us there. Patreon.com/3 Ninjas Podcast. Follow us on our individual accounts. I am HK_Domino on Instagram and Twitter. Round 12 Gaming on YouTube. Check that out. I got a couple videos coming soon. About to go home and probably record some right now if I ain't too tipsy. I'll be at the Comic-Con next week at Foxwoods. So if you're in the New England area, there are still some tickets available for VIP and the general admission. If you're gonna be there, holla at me. I'll be sure to spot niggas out, and we can chill, have a drink after, do some real cool shit. I want to meet some of the fans. I don't like calling y'all fans. The listeners, the supporters. Appreciate y'all. Hesh, where can they find you?
I'm Hesh Jones on things.
You just looking at bitches?
Huh?
Yeah, just looking at bitches right now.
No, I'm good. Yeah, no, Hesh Jones, Hesh B Jones. Find me, nigga. Shit.
Nigga, I gave you power. Just keep, I'm telling you, the joints. They joints.
Black Book.
Bobby, where can they find you?
Emprada Bob on everything. That's EMPRODABOB. Everything except Facebook. Fuck that shit.
Yes.
They ain't never let me.
Yo, get a new IP address, nigga. That's
Nah,
it.
they ain't
Telling
gonna
you,
work.
yo. That's all you gotta do.
Just burn your modem down.
They just gonna delete it.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said at the beginning, man, everybody be safe. The world is crazy. Try to find your own vice and just cope with it somehow. Just everybody just be good. Just I don't know. Just survive, man.
Survive, nigga.
So, get it how you live, my nigga.
Get it where you fit in.
But Ninja Vanish.
Yeah.
We out of here. All right, so I tried to leave, but I forgot something.
Oh,
Right?
shit.
So I just wanted to shout out just a couple of quick things that I saw that were coming out soon. So My Hero
Yeah.
Academia One's Justice is coming out in September in Japan, and it's coming out in October in the U.S. for I think all platforms. I think that's Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and all that good shit.
Word.
You remember the show Bobby's World?
Yes.
They're making a remake.
Yes.
I think that's coming out sometime 2019. I think Howie, whatever the fuck his name is.
Howard Dad, I think it is, or
Yeah,
something like that.
whatever.
Howard Mandel.
Yeah. Bully, the game Bully.
Yeah.
They're making
Sequel?
another one after Red Dead comes out.
Is it a sequel?
The sequel, yeah.
Okay, all right.
I never played it, but it's supposed to be really good.
You never played
You
Bully
know-
1?
No, but it's
That
supposed to be
shit's good.
That shit pisses me off because I'm at 99% in the achievements and I cannot get the last one.
See, that's that damn disorder.
Yeah, right?
An addiction.
I got it. Fuck you, Ash. Let's see. Invincible.
Yes.
The comic. They're making an
Yes.
animated series that's going to be backed by Amazon. What do y'all think about that? Have you read the
Oh God, yes.
Invincible comics?
No.
Oh, you should. You need to. Is Robert Kirkman's other? Well, he has a couple now at this point, but it's excuse me. It's a superhero based, but it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's superheroes, but it flips all that shit on his head.
Mm-hmm.
There's some shit that happens. Yeah.
Like this
Oh.
guy finds out his dad is a superhero and all.
Yeah, but I don't
some
want
type
to. I don't
of
want to
wild
ruin
shit.
that twist for
Yeah,
people because
it's all-
it's a major and it's really good if you can make it through to that point without having that ruined for you.
I'm pretty sure if the comics aren't in stores and you can't find them nowhere.
Oh, it's on Comixology.
I'm pretty sure you can find them on Comixology. You can find them online somewhere.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
Definitely
You
read that shit.
If you can't get the digital, if you can't get the hard copy or like the paperback, you can get the digital online.
Read it, it's
somewhere.
worth it.
It is
Trust me.
definitely worth it. Like I think the series just ended
Yeah,
sometime
it's
earlier this year,
just finished. Yeah,
or like last year
or-
or something like that. But
yeah.
it's definitely dope. But this time we really out of here. So Ninja Vanish, we out of here.
You can do pigs.
Damn. We back one more time. Back one more again.
Back for the third time in the force.
I love this cognac.
Yeah, you drank all of
Yeah.
it.
You want some?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Picks. Hesh, what's your pick?
Voltron. I've been watching that. The one that's on Netflix. Watch it. It's actually
Got him. Told you that shit was dope.
really good. Yeah. I've been watching that. I was watching that shit all morning. I was like, oh, that shit good.
Yeah.
It's like the cholera.
Yeah. Bobby, what's your pick?
Do I have a pick?
Mm-mm. Life's a pick.
Yeah.
Live your life.
Damn. I know it's something I've been watching. You can do games too, right?
Yeah, you can do whatever.
Yeah, like since Uncharted and The Last of Us 2 isn't coming out anytime soon and nothing like that, and you gotta wait for the new Tomb Raider. Try that Rise of Tomb Raider shit. It's alright. It's not when you play
How you gonna
it,
recommend some alright shit?
Yeah, but this is the thing though. This what'll fuck you up if you've never played. See, because
It's adequate.
It's
Yeah,
cross
I know, right?
platform, so the Xbox niggas y'all like it. But for PlayStation, if you ever played Uncharted 4, you'll be like, this shit's just biting. But for Xbox niggas, try that shit.
Whew. Word.
Yeah.
Niggas might think I'm
Oh,
crazy.
You fucked up.
You taste that shit, right?
Oh, this shit.
Yeah.
Get the hair on your balls.
Everywhere, nigga.
Yo, Rocky, you gotta chill.
Yeah, tell me why I forgot about that.
Niggas might think I'm crazy, but I've never seen The Godfather, and I recently started watching because it was on Netflix, and I saw that shit. I was like,
Oh, it's on
shit,
Netflix?
yeah, it's on Netflix.
I'm
now.
not watching it because it's like 18 hours long. But
Yo, I watched Godfather 1. I'm currently in the middle of Godfather 2, which is 3 hours long. Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch the trilogy. The first one, dope. I think the second one might be better than the first one as far as I can see right now. I think the third one is
that one is the weakest one. I think.
what I keep hearing is basura.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too. I've never
But
seen
the
them
second one seemed to be dope. But the first one, nigga, they real. They kill a lot of people.
Itals out here.
They something crazy. Something else I want to recommend too.
You just made me remind something.
Oh shit.
You remind me of something.
Cause like niggas be talking about, oh, you never seen a Godfather? Like, nah, nigga, I've seen Scarface, I've seen Goodfellas, I've seen Casinos, I've seen everything that started this whole mafia trend. I've never seen a Godfather, so I saw it on Netflix after I finished Castlevania. That's Castlevania dope as shit too.
Yeah.
So after I finished that, I started watching Godfather, and Godfather 1 is like, is good, Hesh?
Yeah.
Godfather 1 is like 3 hours long. Godfather 2 is like
Too long.
it's like 3 hours and like 20-something minutes. I think
Goddamn.
Godfather 3 is like 240 something from what I've seen.
Damn.
But yo,
Fucking Martin Scorsese out here wild.
and then you know what's dope about Godfather? You see why they hold certain actors in the regard that they do, like Al Pacino and Robert De Niro and certain like Italian. You know how you
Joe
see
Pesci.
like the same Italian actors in like every movie.
Now you know why.
Now you know why. It's because like, you know, whether it be like The Sopranos, like that TV show, or you see them in certain movie, you see why they have these same people, because it's just like The Godfather is just like the antithesis of
Forget about
mafia
it.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Luca Brasi, sleep with the fishes, nigga.
Word.
What you about to say, Bobby?
There's a question I was going to ask you guys.
Yes.
I
Okay.
almost forgot that shit. We all talking about movies. I was like,
Okay. Let's.
We gonna talk about Rockadoodle?
nah, it ain't about that, man.
Come on, Rocky. What's up?
Okay, I'm gonna try to explain this and not give away hints to what you guys' answer would be, because I know what you guys' answer would be.
Bobby loves Emily. What's
I
up?
was watching this biopic, right?
Oh shit.
Yo,
was
is it
really-
biopic or biopic?
I say
whatever.
biopic, but some
I
people say
biopic.
some people say
Whatever.
that too. I don't-
Biopic, whatever.
All right, my nigga.
I know what you're talking about.
It's like symbiote and symbiote, all that shit. But anyway, I was watching this
I hope
biopic
this
or
is
whatever.
recording. Is it recording? It's still
Is it?
green. Yes,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
so.
But levels. Oh, okay.
The levels is
Okay.
good.
So
Levels is good.
I was watching this biopic, right?
Okay.
And
Biopic.
it was really, really good. So then I watched the music video of the dude that was in the group. So I was like, oh shit, this shit crazy. So then I go to the comment section, and that's where I see the fuck shit. So
Comment section always at the fuck shit, but what happened?
yes, it
Music
is.
video?
So it was people saying that was this guy, and then the person I knew it was, they was like, no, there's no recollection to that guy. So I'll ask you guys, who was Powerline based on in a Goofy movie?
Tevin Campbell.
Oh,
No, Bobby Brown. Was it?
exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Okay, so Powerline.
I think Tevin Campbell did the voice.
Yeah, he did the
singing.
voice.
But who was Powerline supposed to be based on?
Bobby Brown.
I think-
Exactly.
I believe that.
Niggas was saying Prince. Niggas was saying Michael
Prince was-
Jackson.
nah.
I
Nah,
was
'cause
like,
it
what
wasn't
the
purple.
fuck?
Nah,
I mean, it was
no
a purple
shit.
and his ass cheeks wasn't out, so it definitely
I
wasn't
was
Prince.
like, yo, that's definitely Bobby Brown. You see them damn backup dancers?
Yeah.
Nigga.
Yeah, they was.
No, you better do it.
They was real.
Nigga.
Yeah.
Yo. They got me so bad.
On some
Hey, yo, Cindy, talk to me, baby.
on some extra real,
Leaning
I
tower
ain't even
cheese.
fucking with y'all type of shit, yo. Powerline Eye to Eye
Nigga.
gotta be like top 3 Disney songs
Period.
ever, nigga.
Period.
I don't
That
give a
shit-
fuck what nobody say.
Fuck, let it go. Fuck the colors of the rainbow wind, or whatever the fuck that shit was.
Nigga,
Yeah.
for a long time, Aladdin was number 1, nigga.
Yeah, it
Aladdin do
was.
got the
The,
Aladdin do got
the
the
one
tracks.
with Genie, Prince Ali.
Prince, yeah.
That nigga Robin Williams killed that shit. I don't give a
Robin
fuck what
Williams
nobody
did.
say.
Yeah.
Lion King was kind of hot.
I mean, like, I just can't.
How about Science Slumber Party?
That shit.
What the? Oh. Nigga wanna start pop rocking?
Talk to him, Tevin!
I know that you understand. We set the world in motion. By reaching out for each other's hand. Then we'll discover what we should have known all along.
What are you doing here?
Bah!
Hey!
One way or another, together's where we both belong. And we listen to each other now.
Oh, and he did the perfect pass? Dog! He said that. Yo, and Goofy did the moonwalk.
man.
You ain't there.
And Paulie sure hating.
Yeah. Ooh, shit.
We 3 ninjas, that's what the fuck we in, nigga. Blah.
Hey, Dad, do the perfect cast.
Goofy ripped that shit. Goofy get mad box. He got a son, nigga.
Mad box.
Moonwalk. Fuck out, it's the best Disney song ever, nigga.
Yeah, this shit go hard.
Fuck out, this nigga
Go
hard,
hard.
nigga.
This shit do work. Oh, shit.
Tell the kid was hard, nigga. What that nigga start like him in?
Oh, shit. I mean, never mind.
Yo, fat bitches can always sing.
The big ass pipes.
They got the best lungs ever, nigga. Ninja vanish.
Yeah.
Ninja vanish.
God damn.
We out of here.
God damn.